and found out that the lumber master was being blackmailed into helping the bandits get access to the supplies. And Lady Isabel found out at the same time as Lord Elric, because she went into the hamlet and spoke to the lumber master's wife, who's the innkeeper of the hamlet, Ramsgate, and took their daughter into service to sort of take that threat away. And he's agreed to tell them everything. Now, although you don't know exactly what they're doing with these, because they're not just taking the wood to basically piss off your liege lord. Apparently, they are taking prepared lumber for some reason. And at the end of the session, Elric, Tavion, and I'm going to assume you as well, are going to head down to the hamlet, call up all the able-bodied men, basically bring all the villagers to the hold, and then roust out the full garrison, and arm some of the small folk, because Isabel was ambushed on the way back. So it seems this is far more organised than anyone expected. Got spies everywhere. And I think Sir James had a plan to try and flush them out. Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's everyone else gone? Okay.
Are you though?
I'm here too.
I'm here.
I don't
Okay.
believe you guys.
So you all heard that, and do you agree with that?
All right, I will admit, I went and got some yogurt.
Okay. So, I listened to the last Vladimir's Legion of Dice Part 3 stream, so that's what I got from it. So Elric, Sir James, and Sir Tavion and Sir Celtigar have been ordered to go to the hamlet, gather up the small folk to bring them into protection of the hold, and to roust out all the armsmen for the house. I remember I found out you Cash, tried to persuade your Lord Father to do something.
I actually did persuade him to do it. Me or no, because I sent Destiny point to gain additional 5 on this roll.
Okay, yeah.
Which pushed it above threshold.
Would have pushed it to 18, which was 2 over what you needed. So yeah.
Yep.
So, and what was that?
So it was me, or Isabel, and her little brother. I can't remember now. Recently.
Well, it was something he didn't like because he was worried that you two would be captured. Was it something to do with the That was it. You were going to go meet Lord Risewell, weren't you?
Yes.
Because you found out he was coming.
Well, not really. No, Risewell wasn't coming, or he was threatening to come.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was going with the lumber shipment.
Yes.
So you were going in with the lumber shipment to see Lord Ride and to speak to Lord
Yes, basically make an apology on that.
Personal apology. Yeah.
Because it would make a better impression that so much shit had gone wrong. And it was also so we could warn him in person without having to risk a message via a raven, because a raven can get shut down.
Yeah. And okay, so Alright, so Celtigar, you're going with Lady Isabel rather than Elric and Tavion then? Because I couldn't remember if what Isabel was going to do. So you're going with her. Alright, so at that point, once you'd convinced your Lord Father and he'd given out his orders, as you're about to prepare, one of the servants come in, knocks on the door, comes in, and says that the Risewell functionaries arrived with the shipment because Ulrich had ordered it to come here before it went off to Lord Risewell. So just as he finishes that, the fellow basically barges in and starts complaining to Lord Edwin about his son basically overstepping his bounds.
Is Elric there?
Yes, you are, because this is right after he'd given the orders out before he left.
It's Lord who thinks he's more important than he is.
So Edwin goes, wait, both of you, be quiet. My son tells me he asked you to come here, and the man basically puffs up and goes, he did not ask me, he ordered me. As if I was one of his own servants. I serve Lord Risewell, your liege lord. Which,
Our land, so therefore you are under our authority.
What my brother was, you are under our protection. You know, in your best interest, come by here.
Edwin sort of leans forward and doesn't look very happy, and he goes, that's right, you serve my liege lord. But, like my children have said, you're on my land at the moment. And I'm assuming you're under the impression that we're purposefully attempting to screw over our commitments to Lord Risewell. Well, the good thing is you're here, and we've got evidence to prove otherwise. The main reason you're here is because my daughter has quite kindly agreed to go with you to speak to Lord Risewell about this problem itself. So I would ask you to kindly shut the hell up and keep a civil tongue behind your teeth. Now, are you ready to go and see Lord Risewell? Have you checked the shipment? Now, the man's sort of taken aback because he thinks he can get away with maybe talking back to an heir, but Lord Edwin quite famous for having quite the temper, so he's decided discretion's a better part of valour. You can sort of tell that sort of look on his face. He goes, yes, we have, my lord. So everything that's supposed to be there. And we're ready to go as soon as your daughter's ready and her retinue's prepared.
We'll also be taking Sir Celtigar, one of our...
That's part of my ritual.
Remember, she's a lady. She's got to have her ladies in waiting. So you sort of get from the impression of when he said retinue, he's expecting to be here for another at least 3 or 4 hours. Which I don't think Lady Isabel's that ladylike.
No, but on the other hand, it's best to set out in the morning. That way you get a full day's walk. And we don't want to camp too much in this woods.
No, apparently not.
Well, come on, you want to farm XP, don't you?
Oh shit, I forgot to do the XP.
Yes.
Hold on, I'll
We can take that at the end.
Yeah. I'll calculate that while you guys are off. Okay, so he bows to everyone and leaves the room.
We might as well do that at the end of the session.
Yeah. I'm going to. Okay, so checking your information, you have got a few more ships off the coast that use Ramsgate as a sort of port. You've got a trained garrison and a unit of trained infantry and archers. So that's your military might of the house. So Isabel, you've got to get ready to go, and Celtigar, you've got to get an escort together and get your shit together.
Got it.
Because you're travelling to the Lord Risewell, who's I think quite a distance away actually.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because he's in the middle of the rills. Right.
Yeah, he's somewhere here, if I'm.
Yeah, somewhere.
Right, well, we're right here, so going from here to here isn't that big of a deal.
It's a lot longer. It's a lot longer than you think it is.
Yeah, the north is bigger than all 7 kingdoms put together.
Alright.
So that's probably going to be about minimum.
If I can get the other up, I'll tell you roughly how long it is.
Wait.
This right here, the wall, that's 300 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, quick question. So where's the house or what's our place? Where's our place located? It's right here, right? Where the emblem is?
Yes.
And it's called Ramsgate.
Yes.
The keep is Ramsgate.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, but I just noticed this on the map though, so now I got slightly confused for half a second.
So.
Yeah, there's 2 Ramsgate. That happens quite often.
Yeah, Ramsgate Hall, and the hamlet is called Ramsgate as well.
I think it would be appropriate to call that Ramsgate by the Broken Branch. Ramsgate by the shore. That's basically what they would call it.
Yeah, I'm saying
Watch and Eastwatch by the sea. This is Ramsgate by the sea.
No, it's Ramsgate by the Stony Shore to be more, because they're both seaside. And Ramsgate by the Stony Shore is our Ramsgate, and then Ramsgate on the other side is Ramsgate of the Broken Branch.
All I'm saying is we might get like some, wrong mail one of these days.
Well, if somebody doesn't specify if it's Ramsgate by the Stony Shore or is it Ramsgate by the Broken Branch, yeah
get a really fucking confused Raven one of these days.
Yeah, but as time passes, and maybe if you eventually make the hamlet bigger, it'll eventually just be called Ramsgate because they'll shorten the name. Just be easier.
No, they're both called Ramsgate. It's just when they're mentioning when they need to be specified. That's how some town names ended up with how they are, is because they're multiple towns with the same name. So what they do is they add a little title that specify which Ramsgate they're talking. So in this case, it would either be Ramsgate by the Stony Shore or Ramsgate by the Broken Branch. It's like Broken Branch. Ramsgate, the canon Ramsgate lies right at the river mouth of the Broken Branch River. So that's why it's called Ramsgate by the Broken Branch.
Oh shit! Oh, that's what you're on about. Sorry, I didn't even notice that there.
Yeah, I just noticed this right now.
Yeah,
I just noticed this right now too.
Yeah, I always wondered why you guys did that. I just didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, well, the thing
guys
is,
should have mentioned it. Okay, we're gonna have to rename it.
No, there's no point in renaming it, because as I said, there are multiple towns in real life that have the same fucking name, but they're added on the location where they are.
Yeah, did
So-
you know
Which is very true.
Yeah, did you know the state of Nebraska has 3 Kansas cities?
Yeah, there's
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
also
Honestly,
Bangor,
never
Maine.
know.
There's also Bangor, Maine, Bangor, PA, and a few other Bangors.
Okay.
Pronounced Bangor and one's pronounced Bangor.
So,
Where's
I'm fully expecting this hamlet to eventually just get called Stony Ramsgate.
yeah, Stony Ramsgate or something else? That's how names develop.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had a look.
Yeah, it's roughly, I'd imagine, it's a little bit above 100 miles away as the crow flies, but you can add some additional difficulties onto that because terrain isn't exactly King's fucking road. And we have to cross the river, so.
Well, Elwick, you know, I'm just gonna assume that people that his father isn't even sure if it's Elwick or Eric anymore, and he uses the name interchangeably. So Elrick's gonna go to Sir James. He goes, Sir James, so are we going to ride out in the morning?
Aye, we are. After we assemble some hardy. Awkward silence is awkward.
Yes, awkward silence is awkward. It's not really all that awkward.
Am I back?
Back.
Okay. Sorry, before I was rudely interrupted by Discord catching up with me. Hopefully this doesn't become regular over this session, but I think my internet's really deciding it wants to have a hissy fit tonight.
We could use Mumble Chat. It's open source and it works a bit better.
No, it's not Discord. It's legitimately my broadband connection.
Alright.
So it's nothing to do with what we're using. It's literally the box outside the room, which I really just want to start hitting with a bat, but that won't help. Okay, so
What the fuck is that now?
what sound?
I'm looking at the travel. I'm looking after the traveling shit. Fine. Oh, I found it. And then, of course, they measure it fucking leagues because they're fucking retarded.
It's 3 miles to a league.
Okay, so say it's at least 120 miles. So it's three leagues on 3 mile league. So that would divide that 3. No, minus. That's 40 leagues away.
40 leagues.
Yes. So, and you will generally travel about hours a day. And we're probably not going to be moving faster than.
No, because you blow horses if you go too fast. You have to do like a...
Yeah, well, we can't go faster than slowest moving, and the slowest moving
It's the wagon, yeah.
is the yeah.
So, and a wagon probably goes no more than about 5 miles an hour at best.
I wager it goes about roughly as fast as people are walking.
Which is about 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, the walking distance here is roughly 1.
Sorry?
Roughly, according to the rates of travel here, it's one league per hour.
Yeah, so... you
40.
said 40 leagues, didn't you?
Yes. Walk about roughly. Yeah, it's 5 days travel.
Almost a week, excellent. Road trip.
Yeah.
Gotta get enough food, and you gotta have tents, probably another wagon for all that shit. Yeah, which you'll definitely need, because I'm assuming Celtigar's not going to be fucking sleeping in his armour.
Oh, wait, it's going to take a little bit longer because there's no real road here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Cross.
I don't know, it's hilly, so...
They probably
Well,
look at... Sorry?
pretty sure the wheels are mostly grassland, tundra, and grassland.
No, they're hills.
They're hills, yeah. So it's 40, so there's a terrain modifier, so that...
Alright, so...
Oh, there have to be so fucking awkward.
Yeah.
Times 3, so that's times... That's 25%. Because they have to be fucking awkward. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't turn out. Well, you guys can do your thing while I calculate.
So you're figuring that out. So at the moment, Elric and James, you have to basically go grab all the men for the garrison, for your armed set forces or your armsmen.
Garrison was staying in the castle to protect the castle.
Besides, we only need a few
armsmen.
men.
Yeah. Well, no, you've been ordered to roust out the armsmen.
Alright then, let's go get some men.
So you need to basically gather all the men that make up your infantry, and your archers. Because they wouldn't
Hey
be...
man, we going out in force.
Yeah. Well, he wants a decent escort for the wagon as well, so some of the infantry and archers are going to be going there.
Wait, we have warships? I specifically told you guys that would be a waste. Why did you get warships?
I don't know.
Remember whose idea that was.
I told you guys that would have been a waste. It is a waste.
I don't know, the maester did it. Blame him.
Don't blame me, I didn't do
Okay,
anything.
so that's the travel rate. Yeah.
I just did what you told me. The only thing I did was pick the house name and make a mistake on the village name, to be perfectly honest.
Whatever, fine. Waste of points. So I assume that we can round these guys up relatively quick, right?
Yeah, you have to go down there and basically tell them, because you've sort of discovered that sending one man to go anywhere between the hold and the hamlet basically will probably result in him being killed. So that's why you're going out. That's why you, Tavion, Elric, and probably a couple more guys are going to be riding hard for that. And once you've got them all rousted out in their equipment, because there'll be like there's a little armory in the hamlet specifically for that. Then you've got to escort everyone to the hold, because there's to bring all their supplies with them, because Edwin's a bit suspicious of how fucking well organised these guys are.
Alright, so back to the car, get to the village, get the villagers to go keep, and then raise all hell on the enemy. Once we find
Yeah, but you had a plan for that, didn't you?
I have someone working on it. He can arrange for me to get, but he can at least arrange for me so he can get the guy out in the open.
Yeah, the spy you know about, yeah. Spy from the yard.
The one that's recruiting people and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, so if I remember the domains correctly, so fortified hall, the dense water, that's 3, 6. It's about 9 miles between you and the hamlet. So if you go full out, it'll take you about probably an hour to get there. No, you wouldn't gallop all the way there because you'd blow your horses. But yeah, you get there as quickly as possible.
So also, what am I doing, by the way?
You are going with Lady Isabel.
Okay, got it.
Originally, you were going to go with Elric, but then I sort of reminded myself that Isabel's going elsewhere. So of course, Edwin wants one of his other really good swords wants to go with his daughter, and of course his youngest son, because Harold.
Sworn sword. I think you mean sworn axe.
The professional term is sworn shield, sworn sword. Get used to it.
Yeah, sworn shields are professional bodyguards.
Yep.
I know. I'm just taking the piss.
You're being pedantic, we know.
Elric's gonna ride out with James to get the men.
And a few members of the garrison.
And Lan.
Yeah. Who? Oh, Lan, yeah. Of course. So yeah, most of the soldiers you've been using so far are members of the garrison who are your permanent men under arms. But I'm sort of going by the infantry and archer trained men as the fact that these are all veterans from the Greyjoy rebellions.
One's fought in the War of the Usurper.
Yeah. So you've still got some old guys, because most of them do farming when they're not being called out, but they're trained often enough that they're actual soldiers. They're considered more soldiers than peasant level. Because also, Ironborn raids and all that, you might as well have properly trained troops stationed. Okay. So you guys ride out because you basically just have to grab your armor and your weapons, and that's it. And Isabel and the rest of them are waiting until the next morning. So let's do some interest. See if anything interesting happens. Oh, fuck it, I've got roll 20 here, I might as well use that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it takes time.
Oh yeah, medieval society and all that.
Game of Thrones is more of a Renaissance society.
Depends.
No.
Well, they don't. No,
it's not.
No.
At the most,
It's high medieval ages at most, and even that's stretching it a little bit.
Like, we're at best the year 1088, at the best. Medieval time.
Well, I would say about
we're talking about the late medieval period.
there aren't
At
enough.
the latest, the 1500s.
Yeah, because what George Martin did when he wrote the books, and he sort of explained this, is the further south you go, the more advanced weaponry, tactics, and armor gets. So like most of the north wear leather, chain, and
Ambersons.
but the lords will wear full plate, but they'll have ordered it from places like the Reach and the Westerlands and places like that, because they've all got it's more and more advanced till you get to like the Reach, where they're wearing like the old Gothic plate and no chainmail anymore, because they don't need it. The exceptions.
I thought the Vale had like some of the best armor and whatnot, since their whole thing
got the best. They got the best knights.
Okay.
If you're a knight of the Vale, you're considered one of the best knights there is, because they're
the Reach.
They basically fight all the time.
Yeah, because they have the whole Andal Knight custom up to a fucking 10th degree up there.
But yeah, you have to remember that the armor would be better in the Reach and the Westerlands because they're the two richest kingdoms. Westerlands because of their gold mines, and the Reach because they've got the most farms.
A general rule of thumb of the Game of Thrones world is this: the further south you are, the knights have better equipment. The further north you are, the shittier it gets. So if you're from Old Town or High Garden, then probably a knight of means with some very nice looking armor that's embellished and engraved, might got some gold engraved in it. But if you're a knight, if you are one, from somewhere from the north, then you're just probably wearing plain armor made from iron instead of steel.
Maybe some.
No, it would still be steel. It would still be steel. It would just not.
It's the north. They don't have much access to it.
They'd be wearing because they
Steelcraft is still in the north.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have as much access to it. Population.
Oh yes, they do. There's plenty of iron in the north.
I am saying that because of the distribution of the populations, most people wouldn't have access to it as well.
And that's why the common soldier would be wearing something like a gambeson, because it's cheap to make and cheap to replace.
Hardened leather with plate, maybe sewn, some sort of like square plate sewn on brigdine at best.
That would be something like knights.
Lamellar construction.
Yeah, but that's with
Lamellar or brigandine.
Yeah, guys, that's.
Let's stop arguing about this. And the North also has better soldiers due to the fact that they're a lot bigger than most of the other groups because it's cold.
They're also always fighting.
And hard.
Yeah. Okay.
They're doing.
End of it. So, and I've forgotten where I was now because we got into that.
Riding to the town to get the men.
You're riding to the town. Lady Isabel's getting enough supplies for at least a 2-week journey.
Yeah.
A 3-week journey because you've got to come back as well, haven't you?
Yeah, but on the other hand, those supplies would be procured in
Yeah, but it's better
you wouldn't bring that with you. That's preparation for the journey back.
Okay, so you're preparing for the journey to Lord Roswell's seat. Ulrich and Tavion and a few members of the garrison have already ridden out. And nothing happens on the way there. You ride through, you keep an eye out, but no one tries to waylay you. Looks like the buggers have decided to keep a low profile for a bit. So, you get to the village. You get to the hamlet. And first thing you notice when you get there is there's a column of smoke from the village.
Be wary. That's never a good sign, man.
That looks like fuck. By the gold gods, fuck. Well, Alec pulls out his, just readies his spear. He goes, I need to get a new war lance made.
Get a great sword, and never have to replace it again.
Alec looks at, I don't know how to use a great sword.
I will teach you.
Well, it's actually quite easy to learn how to use a great sword.
They don't have a training requirement.
Yeah, bastard swords are more difficult to learn.
Because of that length.
Yeah. So, you get close, you start hearing shouts, cries. And when you get into the village, you see they've all got like this bucket line. And they're basically throwing salt water to try and put out the fire that was apparently once the tavern in Ramsgate. Ramsgate Tavern.
Well, men, Alec's like, help them, men. Get to it. Alec gets off his horse and immediately goes to the bucket line. So, James, can you go get a barrel?
I'll get a barrel.
As you start shouting out orders, someone near the end towards the tavern basically shouts, "Look out! Back off!" And you hear a heavy creaking, groaning, and then the tavern sort of collapses in on itself. Everyone basically sort of like, really annoyed and upset.
That was my favourite tavern in the area.
The only fucking tavern in the area, you twat.
There's another one a mile down. Fuck off.
Anyway.
The fuck, was everyone out?
One of the men nearby goes, yes.
No one's good thing no one's hurt.
I didn't say that, my lord. The owner was stabbed. She's not in a good condition, but she's not dead.
Get some men together and bring her to the castle. The maester will take care of her.
Yes, my lord. And he sort of like touches his forelock and.
Alec says, I've known most of my life. You don't have to call me my lord.
It's a matter of protocol, my lord. Besides, if another lord was here, they would probably get their heads chopped off.
Very well.
You do notice that everyone nearby sort of like not wanting to sort of look in your direction, sort of trying to avoid catching your eye or anything.
Is it?
Does anyone know who perpetrated this? Or who stabbed the innkeep?
They get a chorus of sort of no's. No, I didn't see anything. I wasn't here. Stuff like that, but they really apparently don't want to look you in the eye.
Where's that man? Where's that man I remember from the last time?
What man?
The one who gave me the information.
He's at the lumberyard. He works at the lumberyard.
So he's there. Okay.
Oh yeah, because it's still day. It's about mid-afternoon at this point. They'll probably start heading back soon, but
there is another way I can do this. I'm going to look for some kid that said he's in the tavern. Any kid.
You're going to look for a kid that worked in the tavern?
Yep. Anyone who really, but it would be better if it's a kid. They normally have loose tongues.
Alright. So you wander off and go looking for that. What are you going to do, Elric?
Lan, can you find... He goes... He looks at us... Does any of you know who was perpetrated this? And remember, it is a crime to lie to the Lord.
They all shake their heads.
Fine. Look at, fine. If I find out any of you are lying to me, you're all gonna go, whoever lied to me is going to the wall.
Dude, no. There's a bandit presence in the area. You can shout all your threats if you like. However, there's a more immediate threat to their right now. If you threaten them, it's only going to aggravate the problem. Please.
Alex and Alex's fucking bandits. Right. Find me.
I'm going to say one thing you two do notice is in this line there were no men in your livery, and you know there's at least 4 or 5 men from your infantry detachment are supposed to be present, in case there's an emergency, and to guard the armory that's present in Ramsgate.
Where are the 5 soldiers?
Where are the guardsmen?
Yeah, because they sort of act. Sorry, I'll say it's 10 because they sort of act like a watch as well. So they're not here. You don't see any of them. People sort of look at each other, and you get the same sort of, don't know, I haven't seen them.
So you're saying you haven't seen 10 men who are almost always here?
In bright yellow and black livery, yeah. So they sort of shrug, and then they start heading off to, clear up the mess and make sure that the fire doesn't spread.
He goes, did I say you could leave?
Well, the closest one
The
stopping.
way how you word things, man.
I asked you a question. You say you've not seen 10 men who live in Rock Hill in bright and yellow livery. You're saying you've not seen them.
No, not closest one to you, an old man. No, we haven't seen them since last night, my lord. Since at least, but I think the last time I saw one was when Lady Isabel arrived earlier today. But, my lord, we need to go and make sure the fire doesn't spread.
Very well. You should do so, James.
I'm not there at the moment. I'm currently looking for some kid.
Yeah, but you've also noticed you can't see any of the guardsmen either, and it's basically part of your job to make sure that they're here. It was your idea to put the armory in the hamlet rather than back 9 miles away at the hold.
It wasn't my idea.
Okay.
Don't put that shit on me.
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't your idea, but you decided to leave it as it was.
Yeah. But anyways, do I find any kid?
When you ask around, they sort of direct you to the wise woman's hut. The local herbalist. And in there's the tavern owner, who's basically her abdomen's been bandaged up, and a couple of ragged boys there who you recognise he's sort of like the stable boy, sort of. And he's obviously been crying. He's only like about 9 or 10.
I look over to the boy, walk over to the boy, and say,
Yeah.
"What is your name?"
Henry, my lord. And he sort of like
Henry.
wipes his nose on his sleeve and stands up.
Henry.
Sort of, yeah.
That is a strong name. You seem like a strong boy. Can you tell me what happened?
A few men, after Lady Isabel left, came in. They spoke to the mistress.
Who's the mistress?
He points to the woman, tavern owner.
All right, continue.
Lucille. Spoke to Aunt Lucille. I was outside. I heard raised voices. And
Did
then
you remember what they said?
No, I didn't hear exactly what they said. I was outside. Then they came out at a run and ran to the forest, and then suddenly the fire started. I came in. They started set fire to some of the tables. I managed to get Aunt Lucille outside. That's when I saw that she'd been stabbed.
Were any of the other boys inside when this happened? Or anyone that I talked to? What?
It's not a large tavern, literally. It's Lucille, who basically is the tavern owner. Her daughter worked there with 2 other girls. And then this boy it was sort of a family business. The two girls were her nieces, and the boy was a nephew. So,
Well, one of her daughters were working.
Oh yeah, she's got a couple of daughters. No, she's got one. They've got one daughter who's working for you now.
Well, then I go looking for the daughter.
The daughter's at the hold.
Oh, I thought you said there might have been another. Well, one of the nieces.
Okay. So you say that to him, and he goes, they're probably with their husbands. And he tells you where they live.
There.
But they weren't there at the moment. They weren't there at that point. He does say that.
So it'll be useless to talk to them. So now we'll go to the husband and wife team that run this place. Not before I flick it.
The husband's at the hold because he's also he's the yard master at the lumber mill, and the woman's been stabbed.
Is she coherent? Can she talk?
The old woman says she's given her milk of the poppy because she's been stabbed in the stomach.
Where does she get milk of the poppy?
She's a herbalist.
Yeah, but we're in the Westerlands. Opium doesn't really.
You're in the north, but the maester allows her to use, gives her small amounts because it's 9 miles. If there's an emergency, he can't get there in time for an emergency.
All right.
Each village will have someone that's got a basic understanding of some herbs, but he gives her stuff like milk of the poppy and some other things.
All right, so none of the people in here are really going to give me much information beyond what happened.
Yeah. So, you know what happened. Apparently a bunch of these bandits came in after Isabel left. And basically stabbed Roussel and then burnt the tavern down as a warning, basically. Oh, that's what you've got so far.
No one knows who it was.
Well, I know they probably know it's the bandits, but so what do you want to do now?
All right. Move on to someone else. This is pointless.
Find Sir James and figure out what he figured out. Figure out what he's found out.
Okay, so you meet up because it's not an exceptionally large hamlet, and so
Information.
yeah. So you tell James that none of the guardsmen have been seen for at least a day, and James tells you that looks like the bandits decided to make.
Boy, what were the bandits wearing?
Small folk clothing.
Were they wearing red and yellow and black?
No, they weren't guardsmen.
Do you know where did the guardsmen say they were going?
What guardsmen? Where did you get an idea that they were going anywhere?
That they were going anywhere. They just haven't been seen for a day, so I assumed that they were going somewhere. Now that you're acting suspicious, where were they going?
I'm not asking suspicious, I'm confused. You weren't told that they'd been going anywhere. Unless you're asking Sir James if he knew if they were going anywhere.
Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, he was asking... No, Alec just made the assumption that they were going somewhere since they left the other day.
No. I never said they'd gone anywhere. It's just no one had seen them.
Oh.
From at least last night, but one guy mentioned he had seen one when Isabel arrived. Speaking to her escort, and that was the end of it. That's the last time he saw any of them.
Assuming that they're not in the town.
Yeah, you've made an assumption.
So James, I assume we should we continue with what we were going to originally do?
All right, let's do that.
Okay, so you know that when the armsmen have been called out, the troops have been called out, the armory's got a big brass bell which you ring, and it basically, just so everyone knows that they need to go to the armory and gather their equipment. Assuming you go and do that. Okay, so you arrive at the armory, the brass bell. It's slightly, it's one of the few stone buildings in the village, in the hamlet, and it's near the piers you've got for the warships. The warships aren't there; they do regular patrols around. So you get there. First thing you notice is the door's ajar.
That's never a good sign.
So it's sort of like it's not a tower, it's sort of like a big squat stone building. It's got arrow slits rather than windows. Do you go in? Okay. You found the guardsmen.
Dead.
Yep, they've been stabbed, beaten, killed generally.
How's this is this damaging our military's training? Because, we just keep losing guards.
No, that's only from battle. That's only from battle.
You're only losing drips and drabs. The battle thing only occurs if you lose large numbers. It's basically the loss of large numbers of men.
Oh, it's like... Fuckies. Ugh, these damn bandits.
All right, I'm going to get my wagon. We're moving the rest of this back to that.
Okay. Now,
Land's with me, right?
Yep, he's sniffing around. But this armory basically is 2 floors. First floor is this bit where the permanent guardsmen are. So there's like a bunk room. Office for the sergeant, so he can keep information together, and a cell. And the upper level is where all the weapons and armor is stored. Now you probably breathe an internal sigh of relief when you see that the door upstairs to the armory is still closed, and looks like it hasn't been opened because someone tried to take an axe to it.
Is the sergeant dead as well?
Yeah, his keys are missing because he has the armory key. But again, like I said, but the keys are at the base of the door. Looks like someone had tried to go through them to open the armory door, and it didn't work. And then tried to get an access to it and gave up. You do notice that one of the armory key is missing.
Elwick goes up to the doorway and knocks. So he goes, "Is Lord Elwick?"
No answer. There are 10 men in this room.
Apparently no one's up there. So James, can you... I don't think... is the key on the man, or do we have to knock this down?
He said one of the keys was missing, so I'm going to assume that meant the key that opens this door is gone.
The sergeants and two other men are the only ones with wounds on sort of their front. Looks like the others were dragged in and had their throats slit. Most likely by the look of it.
Pick up a scent or anything.
Well, there's plenty of scents. What are you still? So he sort of tilts his head at you, like, well, what are you looking for specifically?
The men that aren't dead here, Lan.
Okay, so he goes outside.
Ask the shadow cat to smell the blood and then follow the blood smell.
So he's sniffing for scents that aren't in the room. Okay, so he goes outside and starts having a sniff around.
So awareness notice.
Yeah, make that test, but it's going to take a few minutes because he's got to basically discern between all the scents outside as well. All right, so
23.
Leave that for a bit. Yep, leave that for a bit.
So James, can you open the armory door?
I rolled a 19.
Well, what did you do? Do you barge it with your shoulder, kick it, hit it with your sword?
I simply grabbed a handle and yanked the door off its hinge.
Well, you jar it, you hear a lot of creaking, it sounds like something cracking, but the door stays in place. This is oak with iron reinforcements.
Well then.
Yeah, someone wasn't daft enough to allow someone to be able to easily get at the armory weapons.
Well, time for round 2.
Okay, so
I'm going to rip this thing off its hinges. I mean, I got enough strength for it.
Okay, go for it.
21.
All right, yeah, you hear it again. There's a crack, another crack, and but it's still in place.
Third time's a charm.
Yep.
16. God damn it.
Lucky you didn't roll lower. I would have said you heard another crack, but it wasn't the door. Yeah, so it's not moving now.
It's iron reinforced, you said?
Yep.
So when
I just say sigh. I just sigh and get my sword out.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, since this is just a static object, this is just going to be against the 0.
Yeah.
20. I do 10 damage per success.
So what? 5, 10, so you've done about 40 damage.
Yep.
So yeah, you basically give it a good thwack. You take a nice chunk out of the oak and sever part of the iron banding.
Another slice, another go. This door is going down. We can replace 23. That's 1/6. If this was a critical, then that's +2 to base damage.
Okay, we're just going to say you go at it for a while, and eventually you do cut it down. While he's doing that, it's going to take him a few rounds, even if he is, got godlike strength. So, anything you want to do, Elric? Or are you just going to sit there and watch him do it?
Is the bell? Did Lan get the scent yet?
He's still wandering around a bit. Ask him what you're doing in this time period, not what Lan's doing. You've already decided what Lan's doing.
He's gonna go. Is the bell upstairs?
No, it's out by the front door.
Elric's gonna go ring the bell.
Okay, so that takes 6 seconds.
And he's.
Are you going to wait? Are you just going to wait for them to arrive and for Tavion to go through the door, or are you doing anything else?
He's gonna search through the corpses and see what type of weapons they look like. Looks like pretty much try and gauge what the situation happened.
So, okay, you need to make a notice check.
$12.
Alright, so obviously most of the guards were ambushed, taken unawares, stabbed in the back or had the throat slit. But the sergeant and 2 of the others, looks like they did make a fight out of it. Sergeant was gutted, and the other two basically, one had his head smashed in, and the other one was stabbed in the groin. Sergeant's the only one with blood on his own blade, and he was like slumped, sit down in a corner near the sort of built-in privy they've got there.
Even in death, you were great. Even on the privy, you took one of them with you. Good man.
Well, he wasn't on the privy.
Oh.
Outside the privy, his trousers are still on, and it doesn't look like he'd had to quickly get dressed or anything.
Wait. Elwick takes the blood blazic out. This would probably be helpful to land.
Okay. So, as you pick it up, there's a final crack, and the door's given up, and it's the Tavion's able to basically just sort of split it down the middle. So he basically pulls the one with the lock off, and one with the hinges he sort of forces to one side, so the door's open now.
Did you get the door, Sir James?
Yes, I did. You're going to have to give me a second. I need to make sure my blade is sharp.
It is blunted. You have blunted.
Yeah, I got whetstones on it. I got whetstones in inventory. I just take one out and start sharpening.
All right. Okay, so at this point you hear people outside.
Elwic's gonna go outside and goes, well, how many men are outside?
Most of them are sort of older, but there's a few young men. It looks like almost all of them.
So 200 men.
Yeah, about that. Maybe not the full 200.
Elwick says, someone murdered the guards, but they didn't get away with the armory. Men, I have some bad news and some good news. The bad news is we are being raided by bandits. The good news is we know where they are.
When you say that, someone in the back that you can't see shouts, "No fucking shit!"
I was getting to that. Apparently they have killed the sergeant, but he took one of them with him. Well, blade. So these men want.
The older men grumble at that. Like they look upset about it.
We will avenge his. They will avenge his death. These men, these bandits, men of low moral character, who are trying to destroy the good people of my land's toil and honest work for some petty lord who may have a spat, or may not. But they should not trouble the small folk much longer, and you can get back to your toil and honest day's work. Elwic's speeches are god awful.
Yep.
He does not know what direction. Right. I would suggest getting into the armory and getting to your armor. We are heading out to hunt it.
Some of the about 10 of the older men, looked about the same age as the sergeant on duty, basically start bellowing orders. They're obviously the other sergeants, and they start. So they past Tavion, who I'm assuming is sitting down in the somewhere sharpening his greatsword now. They sort of look at the door like, what the fuck? And troop past. And they start coming down with like the basic gambesons and leather armor, all the surcoats,
Bows.
yeah, bows, axes, and spears, some shields as well. So spears, shields, and axes are the main weapons of your troops.
And I'm assuming longbowmen.
Yeah, you've got more bowmen.
Did Land pick up the scent?
Okay, I'm assuming you let him sniff the sword.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he finds it and heading towards the woods outside the hamlet.
Right. So James,
Aye.
Land has picked up the scent.
Good. I hate wasting time. The warrior looks on us with his favor. The stranger looks to these bandits and is only wondering how long he has to wait for their souls. Let's not keep the stranger.
Yes, and the old gods. Let us send them to the old gods.
Okay, as you're talking, you see the men coming in and out. They're basically assembling on the village on Hamlet Green. But you also notice women, older men, young boys, and the women are gathering all their stuff together and putting them all together. Being sort of directed by the your escorts.
Can someone bury the dead?
Yeah. One of the sergeants nods and he shouts at some of the younger men who basically go in and collect them, bring them out. A few of the women come over and they start, crying and wailing about mourning the loss of their husbands, sons, fathers, whatever.
Alec goes over to them and says, "We will avenge your sons, husbands, and fathers. We will make sure these men are punished for what they've done."
Some basically take comfort in that. Others basically, you sort of get the impression they think it's just empty promises.
How many widows are there?
Widows, probably about 7 of them.
I got the cash. 7 times 20, that's 140. Yeah, I give each of the widows 20
what?
20 silver.
A couple do take, about 2/3 of them take it. Others basically don't. They sort of look at the coins in your hand and basically just like give you this really.
Okay, so how many take it?
About 2/3.
Please just give me a regular number.
7.
You just said there were 7 of them.
Oh, sorry.
Shit,
5.
emergency's happening right now. I have to go.
Okay.
That's fine. Go.
Yeah,
So
alright,
4 of them
sorry.
accept the
I might
coins.
be back within an hour, but I'm not sure.
Alright.
Or before that.
So 5 of them took it, that's 100 silver. Let me make sure I have that on my down to 442. It's something. Like, this will at least make sure that they're fed for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 months.
Alright. So, it's going to take about an hour to get everyone assembled and equipped and all the village women. To speed it up, some of the sergeants, when the men are assembled and got all their kit together and been inspected, they go off and help as well. What are you two going to do in the time period?
I guess, do we have a map?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you say you brought one.
So Alex should be looking over the map, so James goes, okay, we know where the bandits are, but we don't know where the main force is. And Elwick points to all the attacks. He goes, this is where we've known they've attacked from. So land should be able to pick up the trail. So James?
And after we pick up the trail, what are we going to do?
Follow
We need
it.
a plan of action.
Well, shit. Well, we can't just trample through the woods with 200 men.
No, we can't. That's why my plan was to get them out in the open. Remember my man from the lumber.
Sure.
We can capture at least one man from that encounter, then we can get the information out of him, whether bribing them or coaxing it out of them. Then we shall use the men we have assembled. Otherwise, we are just saying to everyone, hey, we're coming to kill you. They're going to disperse around the forest, which are many forests.
Very well. I sure have...
I don't feel like having to burn this place down or taking an axe to all these trees.
Very well. I sure have land track them, give the order to follow the trail, but stay well hidden. I trust him.
Alright, so he buggers off. This point, the lumberyard, the workers from the lumberyard, come rushing into the open, and they start asking people what the hell's going on, what's happening. Some of them get called to go put their armor and equipment on because some of them are guardsmen. And your informant comes over to you, James.
All right. Is it the same guy that I was talking about?
Yeah. Can't remember his name though.
Somewhere else.
Well, you're still standing by the armory, so he walked past you, and then basically just stops for a second and says, some of them bandits came into the lumberyard looking for the yardmaster.
They were looking to kill him?
They also basically told everyone here what they'd done here, which is why we rushed back so quickly. And if anyone wanted to be on the winning side, they were to meet up in a clearing in the lumberyard tonight at midnight.
You have done your job amply, and so your reward shall be swift. I believe that now we will have what we need to do things, so for now, you will not be needed. However, Tavians are men of their words.
With all due respect, my lord, I just want to get behind the whole walls at the moment, because I got the impression they sort of had an inkling that I may not have been completely on their side.
Well, still, you have served me dutifully. You have earned your gold, as I show him the gold.
He takes it and goes, sort of gives you a nod, then goes in to get his equipment ready.
Report to me tomorrow. Your training begins then. You have officially earned yourself a position.
Oh, well, you're putting him in the garrison?
No. I'm going to train him, but he's going to be my soldier.
Ah.
You have your personal guard. And I have my own little squadron of my own. You know how the mountain has the mountain's men? I'll have something similar.
Those are his armsmen.
Something similar, that's what I said.
Anyway,
You might want to get permission from Lord Ricewolf. Well,
Lord Edwin.
Lord Mouflon, because he might not appreciate you taking his men.
A random person whom I can reasonably...
That doesn't matter. That is his citizen.
Whatever.
This is his men.
Fine. Moving on.
Wait, was that in front of Elwick?
Moving on. And now.
Anyway, so he's gone in. The troops are now assembled. The small folk are all gathered, and one of the sergeants, senior sergeant, comes over and tells you that everyone's ready to go.
So James, how do we proceed?
My information tells me that they are going to be gathering at the lumberyard at night. Hide the men. I will go it alone, and then you will encircle them. Hopefully there aren't too many.
Very well. Elwick gives that order.
When you give that order, the sergeant coughs and goes, "All due respect, my lords, what about the women and the children?"
They are leaving for the keep. They are not to be here.
Yes, my lord, but I was under the impression we were to escort them to the hold.
You can take my personal retinue. You can escort them.
He looks at you like, okay, he's not looking at you.
I don't mean Sir James. Did men come with me?
3 men.
3 men. He goes, fuck. Elwick goes,
That's my point. The entire population of this hamlet.
Well, to be fair, the population is 4. How many people are there?
I don't know. It's sort of abstract enough for a hamlet.
Enough
Well,
for a hamlet, and a hamlet is about 100 to 200 people.
Yep, pretty much.
and there's 200 soldiers.
Although, to be honest, all our population isn't living inside the house. We would have farmsteads.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's farmsteads, but which would probably be extended families rather than just one family. But yeah, so
They're probably some of the more wealthier families. To be honest, if they have their own farmstead.
yeah.
Huh. Right.
If we're going by medieval positions, I bet you these guys are a bunch of yeomen.
Yeah, either way. So
3 men. He goes, right, get 10 of your 5 archers and 5 infantry to bolster my men. 13 men, that should be enough to escort them.
he sort of nods and bellows some orders, and they start heading off. Takes them a while because not organised troops and the roads aren't there, the paths aren't best. And that leaves you with most of your infantry and your archer contingents.
Yeah. Oh, it goes, okay. The rest of you heard my orders.
They nod.
And Elwick is gonna wait in the forest with them on his horse. For
Okay.
he goes, so James goes, so what is the signal?
You will hear me roar,
Very
and
well.
you will know.
Very well.
There's a reason why I was called a Titan of Dawn.
I guess we said.
So,
I mean, you can switch over to Cass now.
Well, they're not really leaving until the next morning, unless you want to do. Is there anything in particular you want to do, Cash?
You're muted, Cash. I guess that's a no.
All right.
Cash, you there, girl? Isabel.
Okay, I guess we can move on to the fight scene.
Okay, so we move on into the evening. Gets around about witching hour. Where are you waiting, Xavier?
It's at the lumberyard, so
Out in the open, in the sheds.
in one of the sheds where no one can see me.
Okay.
But I am keeping a good eye. Once those people start coming is when I'll open the door and start my walk. Since it's going to be at nighttime, and this is not in modern times, it's going to be pitch black for them, but I'll still be able to.
Okay, so first that you know something's happening is you hear some movement, but it's not coming from the woods. It's like and you see a few young men, probably about 15 young men, assorted ages coming. They've all got torches and they're all waiting in the lumberyard, and you start talking to each other in low voices.
I'm still going to wait. I need a
They're not armed or anything.
Right. I still need a mastermind. I'm waiting for them.
Okay. About half an hour later, you see some torches come from the trees, and about 11 men come out. Most of them are wearing sort of like simple armors, like the leather that you've been seeing. A few of them are armed with the crossbows. One in the lead, though, is wearing chainmail gambeson and got a proper like nasal helmet, and has a sword. He's sort of wandering. He's sort of leading these guys. We'll be back in just a second.
Well, I'm going to get myself a quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something real quick.
Well, I'm going to be right back. I have a bottle of wine in my fridge, and I'm about to start drinking. Okay, let's see. I started boiling these eggs at 127. It's 142 right now, so another 5 minutes.
All right, sorry I was gone. All right, so bandits have arrived. What do you want to do, James?
This is when I start walking towards them, but obviously, since it's dark, they don't see.
Yep.
Also, start listening in on what he's saying because I want info.
All right. I'll get to what he's saying, but I want you to make a quick test.
Stealth test, I know.
No, not stealth.
Awareness?
Knowledge.
Nah. 8.
All right. Well, the design of the equipment and the leader's got, who you can see quite well because of the torches, is not northern. But you can't put your finger on where you've seen it before. And his accent is also not from the local area. But again, it's vaguely familiar, but you can't put your finger on it.
Foreign invaders. This makes my sword and all tingly.
Okay. And he's talking to them basically like, you don't look like soldiers. What the hell do we need shits like you for? It goes on like that. They're arguing with him. Not too hard though, because they're all right with you and they're not. And then they sort of notice you. They probably hear you first. But then
As soon as I realize they hear me, I just start talking.
Okay.
I don't mind when people steal, honestly. But when they steal from me, my people, or my liege lord, then we have problem. You, boys, the ones who are unarmed, I have mercy. Your lord has mercy. Leave, now, and be spared. Stay, and be executed with the rest of the scum.
The bandit commander starts laughing. Now you're closer, you notice that he's quite heavily scarred, and he's slightly older than even you are. You know, he's got a big beard and it's got grey in it. And he goes, "Oh yeah." So they wander off, join their people, and they end up what's going to happen to the rest of you lot? This lot know the wind.
I'm gonna take out the trash.
Okay then. So that was his counter argument. Now, these boys are looking at each other and they sort of leaning towards his argument.
Why should they listen? Because not only am I the best damn fighter here, I always come prepared.
You don't think I didn't?
Your men there, I could take them myself. I fought worse odds in the disputed lands.
Oh yeah, true enough. I expect you'd be able to take most of us apart. But if you think this is all the people I brought with me, then you're sorely mistaken. Just because you think we're common bandits doesn't mean we are. And it doesn't mean
It's obvious to me that you're not. It's obvious to me that you're not a common bandit. You have money, or at least a benefactor. You may also be somewhat intelligent. However, you made an error. This is my house. These are my people. And now, your head will come from your shoulders.
He laughs at that and goes, well, first you have to fucking reach us. Could you make another
It is
knowledge
at that point I do the roar. And here's the roar.
Okay. So you do that. Could you make another knowledge check as well? Because as this conversation's been going on, you've been racking your brain to try and figure out where the fuck have I heard this accent before?
9.
No. All right. So, is Vlad back yet?
Is who?
I'll take that as a no then. Well, I'm waiting for Vlad to come back from putting his rubbish out.
All right. In the meantime, I have some eggs that are on the oven, so I'm gonna.
Yep.
I'm back.
Okay. Sorry, my mouth's full at the moment. Give me a second. All right. So you hear Tavian's battle roar.
That's the signal?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
It
guess-
is also at the moment that I charge the man with my excessive speed. I'm just going to end the fight quickly if I can. I'm just going to charge him and chop up.
Okay. All right. So when you begin to charge, he pulls a sort of a round shield from behind his back, and he's holding like an axe in the other. The young lads bugger off because they suddenly start hear shouting from where Elric and his troops are. And you charge him. So I need you to make an initiative check.
Quickness, agility.
Sorry.
Quickness, agility, that's what initiative is.
It's just an agility check, yeah.
No, agility plus the quickness bonus die.
Okay.
In the case of ties, then the person with more quickness bonus die goes first. If they both have the same amount of quickness bonus die, then they just roll again.
Press the wrong fucking button. So, I've got it. One, two, six.
You know, you can just copy and paste and that. I'm assuming Elric is like heal.
I'm going to go on a whim and say this guy may be Iron.
Sorry?
I'm going to go out on a whim, and I'm guessing this guy is probably Iron.
Well, you don't know that.
Axe, round shield, very rough. I'm going on a whim and
So that's out of character.
Okay, I'm assuming that this guy's 10 men don't stand a chance against my 200.
he said he had more men, so I don't know how many men.
So you got 12.
I thought Lan was tracking those guys through the forest, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's difficult. Fuck you, Roll 20. Fuck you. Um, all right. If I remember rightly, you said you had charged the leader.
I'm
right?
charging. I'm charging the big man. Yes.
All right. Armor.
Hold on. I gotta turn off my alarm. I'll be.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm back. My eggs are done. I just gotta peel them. Gotta get this egg yolk out so I can make my deviled egg.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So you charge this guy. Boop, 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 boop.
All right. Here's my fighting. That's 1/6. That's +2 if it's a crit. +2 to base damage, so 12 damage per degree.
Fuck. So that's
And not to mention another +4 from basic charge damage if that hits. Does that?
Charge gives you weapons damage by +2 for the round, and you take a -1d to your attack.
So that's a 21. My bad.
Okay.
But still 1/6.
So what was it? 22? Did you say?
It will be 21 after taking out one of these dice. So 21. Does that hit and does that crit?
Well, I don't think there isn't crits in this, is there?
There is crit rules. I'll put it to you simply. Does a 21 double his combat defense?
21?
Yes. Is it double his?
Yeah.
It doubles his combat defense?
So where are the rules for this then?
It's in the book, and let's see. According to this chart, 1/6, which I do have 1/6, is a base plus damage. It's in the core.
Those your combat is 10, you need 25. Right, so you got 1/6, so solid hit, base damage your weapon, so +4 to your damage, the charge, and that's about it. Okay. So you got
damage.
2 degrees success.
16 times 2 is 32. Minus whatever armor rating he has. My question now would be, does this guy, is he important enough to get injuries and wounds, or?
All right. See how those work. Because neither of you players have been hit yet, so.
No, but he just did. So after you subtract from his armor rating, that will tell you what damage he has. That's how much damage he's taking. Is he important to take injuries or wounds?
Well, that's why, yes, and the answer is yes.
So he is.
I need to look at the rules.
So here's the gist of it. Injuries reduce the amount of damage you take by your endurance rank. Wounds take away all the damage from a hit, but you lose an entire die for everything. And yes, there is a wound tracker on this sheet.
Okay.
So if he takes a wound, all the damage goes away, but he'll get a cumulative -1 die on everything. And keep in mind of this, whatever his endurance rank is, once he reaches his endurance rank in injuries or wounds, he's just dead.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, mighty blow, and you hit his shield. Although the shield holds, and you do hear sounds like a creaking or a crack from beyond the shield, and he does basically swear vehemently. So he's probably like snapped a femur, not femur, one of the bones in his arms from the impact.
Come on, you were talking all that fake shit just a moment ago. Fight me!
Okay, so whose turn is it? So it's his turn. Okay, so he sort of slightly backs off.
Get back here, you coward.
Slightly backs off and okay, so that's his new combat defense. Alright, so he sort of starts backing away and sort of keeps his shield between you and him. Eric, you're sort of organising your men into a march, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
They're marching forward with you. Okay. So I'll skip you for a bit. And that's Bandit's turns. So...
Wait, can the bowmen... wouldn't the bowmen be able to shoot all the bandits?
I don't know where they are.
They're in the forest.
And the Bane Band group has torches.
Yeah.
So
if you want
a couple of hundred, you want 100 men to fire arrows in an arc towards a bunch of guys you're standing next to.
I'm not standing. I'm all the way over here.
No, I'm talking to James. It's not going to be accurate.
Just do it. I can take a hit.
Yeah. You just hear knock, draw, loose.
Okay, so let's start. A wave of arrows comes in. I'll do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to roll do a D20 roll, D12 roll. Sorry. If I got an 11, it would have. If I got a 12, it would have hit you, Xavier. So this is just to see if any of the arrows hit you. There's a lot more than 12 chance. So it comes in. A few of these guys get pierced by arrows. Most of them just pepper around them. Trees stop some impacts. So we'll say. So 3 of them died from it, or are injured, you know.
Elwick shouts out if they can hear him. I've got 200 men with me. I'd suggest you surrender.
Okay.
You never show the enemy your hand.
Oh, Elwick's
an arrogant little snot.
Oh yeah, that is part of his personality. He's pretty arrogant.
God damn it, read Sun Tzu.
Anyway, after you finish shouting that, a crossbow bolt comes whistling past your nose, Alric.
Missed.
And then you hear shouts and like twangs and battle cries, and then someone hits the flanks of your men.
Ah. Elwick goes, fuck.
Yeah, you hear the...
God damn it, man.
Do I stand to warfare rules or no?
Well, that depends on how many men they have. And if so, then I would suggest that you tell your men, regroup on you, and then attack the enemy, because you don't want, in a night battle, for your men to get disorganized. Once that happens, it's even harder to tell friend from foe.
Show number of orders equal to his warfare rank. Okay.
So is there more than 30 men?
Oh yeah, because you've got, 100 of you. Well, you don't know how many there are on the enemy, do you? But apparently there's enough of them that they think they can basically do some damage.
Should I roll warfare to,
It's
Wait, wasn't land following them?
well, you think the few men that went and attacked 10 men have just charged 100 men by themselves?
No, I think they probably regrouped with this group of men and attacked 100 men. It's 200 men, actually.
Well, the answer is no, land's not here.
Oh.
So, oh fuck, got that in the dinner. Scale, commanders, orders, heroes, 20 feet off. Okay, unit and leaders placement. Oh god, I've got to sort this out. Need to make a copy of this. No, don't want Gauss tanks. Yellow?
You don't know my clip is that it?
Nope.
Got yours there?
Yep. Yep. Good. Oh, hold on, I need to put these on a different layer. And then we need to make some troop tokens.
You can just do whatever.
So you guys are going to be yellow.
So what we doing, boys?
So I'm just setting up the thing. Okay, so I'll just pull. Alright, so I've got the warfare thing set up, and we are going to be having to jump between it.
I'm assuming Elric is the commando.
Yeah.
So should I give you warfare?
Yeah, hold on. So, just organising your troops position. Well, no, that's entirely up to you. You can do that. One. So let's just put you on this. All right. So the yellow and black ones are your troops. The smaller ones your archers, and the bigger ones your infantry. Where the long pointer is for you to twist them around which direction they're facing. That's going to be front. All right.
Okay.
You want to make a. Where's your token? Let's put you on here somewhere. So, yeah, this is an accurate size, but that's to represent where you are.
I can't move the tokens.
Oh, God. It's not on the. Okay, it's not let me do anything to them. Alright, if you want to make your own then, put them as yellow as the first colour, black as the internal colour, and then sort of make them the same size wherever you want to put them.
Okay, how do you want me to do it?
Use the draw shape thing. Just do the same as the yellow and black ones I've done there. Alright, can you move them around? Take that as a yes. Alright, so I'll put the bottom of the screen, the southern part of the screen, is the direction that the lumberyard is. So I need you to be sort of facing down this end, facing towards that direction.
Where can you ping it?
So south of that's where the enemy Sir James is. So you need to be sort of facing that direction.
What about me?
Well, you're not on this one. So your archers would be in that direction. What are your infantry doing? What were they doing? Because you can't say they were prepared for stuff like this.
That is.
Sorry?
Sorry, I'm having a hard time moving.
Sorry, you're cutting out when you're talking. I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm having a hard time moving them. Just.
All right.
Heal. So Arthur's Elwick is probably here.
Alright, so are your infantry facing towards where
They're probably facing towards where James is because they were marching that direction.
Okay.
Should I World Warfare to determine
I need you. They're not facing that way. So
There you go. Now the.
alright. So just move.
I am almost done making my deviled eggs. All I gotta do is put the stuffing in.
Sorry, I had the Right. So, warfare. Step 1 battlefield, 2 unit and leader placement. Step 2 parley in terms. Well, that didn't fucking happen. Initiative. So order each commander issues his or her orders. Termination each rolls a warfare test. Okay.
So I should roll warfare.
Yeah, this is to see what your initiative is.
18.
Well, that's the Lord's son for you.
Okay, so he got 15, so you go first.
Okay. So I have 3 orders, correct? 4. So because I have 4 warfare.
You got warfare 3, yeah.
I got warfare 4.
Then you got 4 orders.
Okay, I'm going to order.
Hold on. Initiative. Initiative, siege weapons, first player actions, orders. Okay, so first player actions. For the commander, any characters on either side that are not attached to a unit will take action of course 5 combat rounds. Move back the battlefield, engaging, and discuss battle plans. Okay, so did you begin the battle attached or unattached from a unit?
I can attach a unit only because if I attach to a unit, I cannot give orders.
Okay.
Unless I have personal guard, and I don't have personal guard.
Alright. So, to issue an order, commander must make a warfare. Commander issues just 1 order at a time. Priorities. Once he's issued orders, the next commander gets to issue an order, followed by the next commander, and each commander issues an order. Then the player returns to the first point of the next order. To issue an order, you must make a warfare test against choosing unit's discipline. What success that follows. Okay. Okay, so right, so you get to go first. You issue 1 order.
Okay, I'm gonna have my archers make a divided. Wait, what's the training level of the archers?
Trained.
Train.
And what are their attributes?
Same as normal soldiers, I believe.
No, like what did we assign the attributes?
Well, they get armor rating 2, armor penalty -1, bulk 0, fighting damages, athletics -1. The mark specific damage is agility +2 at long range.
Yeah, but what are the stats like?
That is their stats.
No, I mean like because when you make them train, you get 60 experience.
Never did anything like that.
Huh. Well,
Established base damage deals repurpose. So where does it?
house creation.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't say anything. It just says trained costs this much. They've got 60 XP, but it doesn't say what it's spent on.
It's
So
Spenta.
the same abilities as characters. Default for each species come to play battle. There's need to record them. Training determines the amount of experience. Improvement abilities. Raise ability. Costs 20 experience. I mean, we never did that.
Just finished making my eggs. What do you?
What do we think about what?
Okay, so I'm gonna say they have marksmanship 4 and agility 3.
Well, I've got I won't be able to look at it, but I've got a character sheet for these. Just get a pencil.
And for the infantry, I'm gonna give them endurance 3. I'm gonna give them fighting 4 and endurance and athletics 3. Fighting.
So it costs 20 per rank. So what do they start at? Each level of training based discipline.
Everything starts at 2. Those look pretty good, Xavier.
Okay, so archers. So their key abilities are marksmanship awareness and
Agility. Yes.
So two normally. So energy. And what did you say you wanted to increase? Which by which and which by which?
Agility 3, aware marksmanship 4, and fighting 4, and athletics
So
3.
gets 2 to
You can only increase the unit's 3 core aptitude stat.
That's for the infantry and the archers.
And the archers you wanted to 4, so yeah, that's fine. The infantry. So that was their key ones are athletics, endurance, and fighting. And what were you increasing? The athletics part 2, 3?
Yeah, athletics 3, fighting 4.
Okay. So training is 6. Type is 3. So that makes the discipline total 9 for the archers. In addition to any more discipline, increasing, for example, covering modifiers, string covering. Yeah, so their discipline's 9, the infantry's discipline is 6. And then I'll just look at defences and shit. Because the archers have an armour rating of 2, AP minus 1, bulk of 0, marksmanship is 4. They have bow, longbows. The damage is 5. So do 2, 6. Defense would be their agility, athletics, and awareness. So the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 1 for words. 7. No, it's not. It's 5. infantry. Air defense. Bulk. Energies 2, athletics 3, minus 2, defense minus 2.
You can order a unit of engineers to destroy unit must be...
We said they had spears and shields, didn't we?
Yes.
So their defense
Did-
plus 2, AP is minus 2. So 2, 3. So yeah, their defense is 7. Oh, that's right then. Damage is agility, athletics plus 1. So alright, so I think that's sorted.
Okay.
Yeah, I found this site which this guy made their own character sheets, and one of the things he did was a unit character sheet, which is quite useful actually.
So can I'm gonna have my archers make a divided attack.
I don't think you can do that with units.
You can't, no. They can make attacks, charges, defend, fighting withdrawal, move, organise, ready, rally, regroup, or retreat, or surrender.
I'm pretty sure it's in the advanced warfare rules. Where's the rule?
Oh god, here we go. Ambush, blitz, envelop, force back, hammer and anvil pin, probing, reform, sap, scale, set for charge, slash and burns.
When we're talking about units for combat, what you're thinking of are the various formations that you can do. Divided attack, personal people.
He
Like if
means
I were
split attack.
Yeah, split attack.
The
That's the
accessory
divided
orders may
attacks.
divide its fighting marking dice and attack 2 or more opponents. Each attack must have at least 1 die. Bonus die, 3 from specialties.
I would heavily suggest not doing that.
Well, it's a
The
plus
faster
6
we-
to its difficulty.
Right. The faster we route these guys, the faster we can
Oh,
destroy
and
them.
by the way, just for the record, a unit can attack 5 times.
What?
A unit can attack 5
Units can attack what?
5 times.
Each time you issue an order of the same unit during a single battle, increase the difficulty by the warfare test by plus 3. Yeah, you could order it to constantly keep attacking over a round.
yeah.
No, the max is 5.
Okay. I'm gonna order my archers to shoot the guys in front.
Okay, so you need to make a warfare test. Attack has no special difficulties or changes.
So what's the difficulty I need to make?
What was it? Make an order.
It's just a discipline.
Make a warfare test against chosen unit's discipline. Their discipline is 9.
So that's
18.
So yeah, they passed the test. You passed that.
Shoot volley after volley into them.
Hold on.
The-
It's terrain. You're in dense forest, aren't you?
Correct.
So that adds plus 5 defense. It's dark as well, isn't it? Dim light, minus 1 die on all agility, athletics, awareness, fighting, thievery tests. You take minus 2d on all marksman tests. Okay, so follow the order. The launch attack, you've got minus 2 die to the marksmanship test.
So that's 2D.
Yep. 2D or not 2D?
8.
You've got an 8. So their defense is gorillas technically. So. Oh, there they are. Gorillas. Get no armor penalty. So. Where is it? There it is. So. Yeah, okay, they take no damage. The arrows hit the trees.
And I guess it's the other guy's turn.
Yep.
Oh wow, what's the other unit's combat defense? Units have combat defenses of their own.
Yeah, it's same as a character, so it's based on their awareness.
The 3
agility.
stats. I'm asking what it is.
Oh, well, they're green, which, if I remember rightly, only gives them 40 XP, so they're not
20.
20. Okay, they really aren't going to have really high stats. But they get +5 because they're in dense woodland.
Okay, I guess it's the other guy's turn.
Alright, so they are going to order. So they're going to order a charge. So you charge your archers.
The archers are in front.
Well, yeah,
He got ambushed, remember?
Okay.
he has to roll difficulty to order them to charge.
Yeah. So, charge. No special difficulties on charge. But the discipline's going to be absolutely wank. Could you just have a look at what the discipline of gorillas is, please? I think it's +3, isn't it?
Gorillas, they have a +3 to their discipline modifier, and since they're green,
+9.
Means 12.
so that's 12. Yeah.
I gotta beat a 12. Okay.
So if they can't do it, then they just don't do it. The troops.
Yeah. So 3.
Also, these guys would have limited combat defenses anyways. Only thing that they can get up so that they can get their combat defense up is athletics. So that's the only thing that they pump.
Yeah, but the
The fucking trees, man.
yeah, the trees protected them, and of course because it was dim light, so he had to roll less dice. Because these guys didn't have.
They only have 20. So they should have hit that 8.
No, because it's 2, 4, 6 normally, because they haven't increased all their stats are at 2. They got no minuses from their armor, and then they got +5, which made it 11.
Yeah.
And Eric only got an 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, does he successfully, you gotta beat a 12. They don't do any.
They stay in cover, basically behind trees and all that.
Okay,
So then it's your turn again.
I'm gonna order my infantry to move up.
Okay, let me just remove.
Form a shield wall.
Unit is normal rate. Use order to sprint. Moves to nothing. So it can't do anything until it receives a new order. So you basically just move it in front of them. All right.
Yeah, now it's his turn.
Hold up. What about me?
It's your turn. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you've skipped over me twice. I may not be the commander, but I'm a sub-commander. I still do.
Yeah,
So, you're
Yeah.
a character.
yeah. In
No,
between.
I'm a sub-commander. I have
You're
a
not
warfare.
involved in the big battle.
Yeah. Well, technically, every battle round is 10 combat rounds.
So, done that. So now we get back to your fight. Let me just bring the players back over. Let me just there we go. So you charge in. A bunch of the bandits died, and then suddenly you heard war cries and shouts from the north. So what are you now? So you still fighting this guy?
Yep, and I'm just making sure he knows he's doomed.
All right.
You've chosen the wrong house. You've chosen the wrong place. This place will be your grave.
All right. Then you twat him one.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Yep.
25. 1/6, that's plus 12 damage per degree.
So 12, we got 13. So you got 2 degrees success again.
3 degrees of success, 12 times 3 is 36. Is he going to take a number?
So how much damage do you do again?
12 per degree success because I have 1/6, and that's definitely a crit.
Okay. So you've done 24 damage. 7.
No, it's 3 degrees, so 36.
How do you get 3 degrees?
What's his combat defense?
Well, he's dodging, so I rolled the agility, which he got 10, plus his shield makes it 12.
So 25 minus 12 is 13. 13 is 3 degrees of success.
It's every 5 degrees past the target.
No, it's every 4.
I'm sure it's 5.
It's every 4. If it's plus 14, then that's 4 degrees of success. 14 and up, that's 4 degrees of success.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I do apologise. So,
Yes, take a wound.
yep.
Also, a normal attack's only a standard action.
Yep.
Right, but I'm not moving, and I can't attack twice. But I am going to tell him, you can surrender now, or you can die with all of your folks. I don't care what you do.
But he's looks a bit worried that you are beating the ever living shit out of him. But he seems committed to continuing fighting you.
Good. I hate cowards. Come on.
Just trying to find rules for being jumped by multiple.
They would have to just attack me individually. There are no rules for ganking up on someone unless it's mass.
Bit shit. Okay.
I can make counterattacks if I feel like it.
I'm just going to come running in.
Send as many men as you want. I'll slaughter you all.
So he's going to make another test. He's just going to keep dodging. So, 2. Oh, shit. Okay. I think you're going to fuck him up next turn.
What's his endurance rank, if you don't mind me asking?
3.
Next turn, he's dead. If he has to take another...
He is. His combat defense is 2.
No, I'm saying you can only take as many wounds as you have endurance.
I know. But you could have rolled really crap, maybe. But he's got a combat defense. If he'd have got a 12 and you rolled really crap, he could have dodged it. He's only got a 2. You're going to fuck him up. Even if you don't get a crit. even if you do one,
Moving.
his combat defense is shite at the moment. So these guys are all gonna. So it's these four are gonna try and hit you. First one. What's your combat defense?
15, so no. 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 No.
Okay.
Effortlessly block or parry everything.
Okay. So. So have you got like shield mastery?
No.
Oh.
My character is optimized for its build. I have a tower shield and I'm massive. Tower shield gives me
6, yeah. Keep forgetting you've got that fucking lump of metal. Okay. So,
my turn
a couple
again.
more rounds, yeah.
I'm just gonna end it like I gave you a chance. No mercy. I wish to take off his head. Oh,
Sure.
that's 3.
No. He's got a combat defense of 2.
No, I'm saying that's I got 3 6s. That's an automatic injury on top of his.
Yeah.
But yeah, great swords are vicious weapons, so there's only one outcome I can choose, and that's his.
Wait, you said an injury, right?
So
He gets an automatic injury that does not reduce damage, as I have 3, and it's a crit. However, he's already going to have to take a wound, so he's already dead.
Because he's got an endurance of 3, right?
I'm sorry?
He's got an endurance of 3, right?
He has an endurance of 3. He took 2 wounds already. This is his 3rd one. My weapon is vicious. The outcome.
So your attack technically does an automatic injury, because that's what it says. It gains 1 injury. If you cannot take another injury, it takes a wound.
Yeah, but the injuries are counted separately from wounds.
Yeah, I know. But
yes, but
even if I accept another wound, he's dead.
Yes.
So yeah, he kills it. So
going to run and surrender, or am I going to have to slay you all?
There would be a will check on the bandits.
So we'll put them as normal. We'll make it like a discipline test. So new. They run away.
I don't give chase because James is honorable as shit. All he just says is cowards. A lot of you.
Elric would apply sent a runner to James and saying, "Yeah, there's like he's fighting an army and he could use his knight."
Okay.
Where's the army? I'm about to show this house why I'm named a Titan.
Yeah, he points to the direction that he goes, Lord.
You can fucking hear it. You know where it is. There's no way you can miss it, to be perfectly honest.
So, yeah, I guess my turn was spent putting these guys in front of them.
Oh, that was your order. This guy's on. Is that where you are, or are you actually sticking close to your troops?
I'm probably like right behind the archers. I'm probably sitting there looking all fancy, holding the house's banner.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to move this. Fine. Ah!
Elric is sitting like, where the fuck is Lan?
Oh yeah, before I leave for them, I take their commander's head.
Why is it not let me grab this. This is getting annoying.
Is he attempting another charge?
But I'm trying to move this one that I'm swiveling around, but it's not letting me grab it.
Yeah, tends to do that.
I'll make another one then. Piece of shit.
Try making a box. And then, because you may lose the swivel thing. Drag your crossbow. Oh, how the hell did they get there?
Well, they were already there.
So it's saying there's 4 units attacking me?
Yeah. Oh, that's got really weird now. They were on there.
Okay, I'm not questioning you, just that this is a lot of bandits.
Yeah. Yeah, there are quite a lot of bandits. Remember, you've got like law 1. That means you've got fucking loads of them.
So they have no archers?
Oh, these guys are all armed with bows.
Oh.
Okay, so, yeah, this one I've just moved. Let's get a bit closer. These ones are going to be shooting your archers. So that is a... Why did I click on that shit?
So that's minus 2d.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, so they can...
No, I have to make the
Hold up.
test.
I want you to direct yourself to a page 188, Commanders and Heroes Mortality. The death of a commander or hero can be disastrous to an army. Not only does the force lose its leadership, they also lose the symbol and possibly the cause of their formation in the first place. Any unit adjacent to a slain commander or hero must pass a formidable 12 will test, or if a commander falls a 9, otherwise they become disorganized, or if they're routed, they become disorganized or destroyed.
I don't think...
Page
So,
1.
Yeah, why did you bring this up?
Didn't I kill a commander?
You killed someone important, but he wasn't shouting orders, well, I don't know,
Fair enough.
half a mile towards his army.
Okay, so the archer is shooting at me?
I'm just making a warfare test. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, they're not. They're standing there like newts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let me just read this, because this seems a bit fucking daft. Hold on.
Well, the thing is, that's why you don't put like a green command. Eric is red, the art of war. Well, the Westeros the equivalent.
Yeah. So, issue a standing order. On a failure loss received during... Start the side that won the initiative and pick up one unit that's not active yet. Always received orders and resolve any orders, for example. Okay, so... Shit. Okay, your turn.
I'm gonna order my infantry to charge these guys.
Okay, so make the test, please.
16, succeed.
Yeah. So, attack. To resolve an attack, makes a fight your marks and shit test against opponent's defense. If the result beats target's defense, scores it according to type. Mark probably be successfully opposing its health mode set to AR. So, let me have a look at visibility. So you get a -1 on the test because of the visibility and the dim light. We also get cover, so +5 defense.
Does cover count for charging?
Apparently.
Okay.
Doesn't say it doesn't affect anything. It affects terrain. Box movement bonus dice. Cover. Yeah, fight against fighting and marksmanship tests. Because, the trees are in the way, so...
Miss, I guess.
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's a miss. Remember, you get these bonuses as well. So.
Yep.
So his turn. So he tries to order this unit to charge the infantry. Oh.
When it's my turn, tell me.
Why has he only got 1 dice? That's not right. I gave him 3 warfare. What's going on here then?
Sometimes character sheet screws up.
Yeah, because it's for some reason only rolling 1 dice, so... Sorry, I'm going to... So, he's got... 6...
Oh, he succeeds.
So they make the charge.
So that's minus 1d for charge and minus 1d for...
Visibility, so they
have 0.
So what happens if the dice gets lowered to 0? I can't remember what happens.
They can't do
Then
shit.
You can't do shit, man.
So just charge in, try and hit your shields, and sort of just bounces off the shields, and then just hold your ground.
Yeah.
No injuries are done. Yay!
Let's see. What am I gonna do? I need something that will give me at least 1. I can't find anything.
So,
For MCRKSM.
social orders. Okay, so he's done.
Check formation. See soldiers spreading out to make themselves less of a target for marksmanship attacks.
You can order like your archers to fire again, but because they've already done it once, you get be a +3 to their dis.
Well, yeah, okay, I'm gonna... Nah, because even with that, they'd still only have 2 dice, and it'd be hard. I'm gonna have my infantry attack these guys. So that would be 3d6.
But that would still be another +3. So their discipline is 6, so you'd need to beat a 9.
15, not bad.
Okay, and you're not charging.
Does James arrive? Because it's been 2 rounds of battle, and that's 10 rounds of regular combat.
Oh no, this is all the same round.
No, I meant like every round of battle is 10 rounds of regular combat.
Yeah, it's been quite. I'm going to say he comes in the next battle round.
7. That's shit.
So no, okay. So we've rolled standing orders. Both your units have done something. So starting with the side that one initiative plan on picking the unit has not acted yet, nor has received orders from the round, resolving the orders stood from the previous round. And then we repeat what we do. So repeat steps 4 to 9. So we roll initiative again.
15.
9. So let me just put turn order up. So that's.
You want me to roll warfare as well, since I'm here now?
No, because you are not the commander of the army.
He's a sub-commando. He can, if as long as he has Warfare 3, he can be a sub-commando. Or he can attach himself to a unit as a hero.
Step 6. First player actions. Before the commander issues order, any characters on either side that are not attached to your unit may take actions over the course of 5 combat rounds.
Yeah.
I would like to go over to this enemy, the one that's flanking our infantry, and I'm going to attack 10 of their men. And I'm going to reduce their health by 1 because this is counted as regular combat. If you're wondering what this is the action attack portion of units, lesser. Instead of facing 100 men, you face just 10 men at a time. For every 10 men of the unit that you defeat, that unit loses 1 point of health. So instead of going through 10 rounds of combat, I'd rather just run 1 fighting test because this won't take.
Resolve the attacking units, however, instead of facing 10 at a time, for each 10 defeat. Keep in mind that 1 battle round equals 10 combat rounds, and we'll put a brief combat out and then fight out. So yeah, we'll do a test.
Here fighting.
Oh god, this is going to be
26. That's 2 6s, so plus 4 to base damage.
So, doing this attack portion of the unit, do they get that? Do they get any bonuses to the defense because there's so many of them?
Nope, it's only 10 men. They don't get that plus 20 defense.
So that's 1 dead. Next one.
No, that's. Oh, you want me to roll it 10 times?
Yeah, I'm not going to have you kill 10 men just on 1 dice roll.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go. So, A, B, C, D. So you've done 1 wound point of health. Just have a look at the health.
I'm just going to stop you right there because these guys are on the mook level. They don't get injuries and.
I mean the unit wound, not just the individuals.
Units don't get wounds.
They take damage. It's just
They
said
only
that
take damage.
right there on the
Yes,
player
they take
thing.
damage, but they don't take
Unit
wounds.
loses 1 point from its health for every 10 men of the unit defeated. So I just need to look at what their health, the unit's health is.
Oh, sorry.
Which is endurance rank times 3.
So it's 6.
6. You hit them, so they're on 5. Okay then.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna have these guys. Ooh, does that fail?
What did you? Sorry, 11. It depends on who are you doing it with. Who are you ordering doing what?
I'm giving them the same order they had last time.
Which one? The infantry. Well, their discipline's 9.
Okay.
So that's fine. So that passes, and they're attacking the ones in front of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
11. Does that hit?
yes, that hits their combat defense. Do you have to exceed their combat defense?
No, he just has to match it.
So yeah, that hits. So you roll damage, which is their athletics plus 1. So that's 4. So they do 4 damage. Take away 1 because of their armor. They do 3. So warfare. Health. Systems to equipping units.
Not disorganized.
No, their health is not at 0 yet.
Unit's health is minus opposing AR. Whenever a fighter beats a unit's defense, beats. Suffers equal damage equal to attack plus damage is deducted from your health, so as long as the unit's health is plus 0, is not impaired, and damage reduces and becomes disorganized, routed, or even destroyed. Okay, so you took 3 from that. So that would make them. Yeah, okay. So,
It's his turn.
So, did you roll initiative, James?
He doesn't have to. He acts independently.
Well, the commander assured there's any character either side not attached to a unit or taken for combat rounds. So he technically counts as being on your side, and he gets to do some stuff before the others. Okay. So, it's now this commander's go. He's over here, actually. So he is going to order. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you want me to just roll you 3d6?
No, I can do the roll. It's just I was trying to move the damn things. So they're going to charge the archers. Oh, they do it. You just can't move them. Move! Damn you!
Okay.
But because of the night time and all the other shit,
They can't do anything.
Okay, so
Let's just say they're there. It doesn't.
yeah, they're there. They're attacking your archers. Your
Okay.
archers are in close combat now.
Okay.
Fucking system. Okay. So it's your turn again.
Okay. I'm gonna have these guys attack these guys again.
Which ones? Sorry, you're having
The
the
wa-
infantry attack the ones in front of them again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you need to beat a 12.
15.
There you go. Roll your damage. You don't roll damage.
One. That's not an extra degree. Sorry. So same amount of damage.
Hold up. What's the enemy's combat defense?
2 for 11. So you beat it. You hit them. Do damage. So take away. So you do what? 4 damage.
Yeah.
3 damage. Yep. Okay. Still fighting. You killed a bunch of them now.
James is.
Which unit are you hitting?
The same one he did before.
All right, I'm going to hit them with my. Oh, you're hitting this one?
Yeah.
The one in front of them, yeah.
There's also these guys attacking our archers that are right here. They're now here.
He's reduced to 0 health.
I mean, you could always just attack the whole unit, and because.
What's the unit's combat defense?
11.
31.
Okay.
Well, no, hold on. I'm going to say that they don't get the +5 cover because he's by himself. He's not having to fight with other people. So 6. But if he attacks the entire unit, their combat defense goes up to 26.
Right, and that's why I was confused. But I remember that they have cover, so that's why I'm confused.
Yeah, but I'm going to say it's not going to apply with you because you haven't got like 30 other guys with you. Because you're not like you're not being blocked by trees or anything.
Right. So whose turn is it?
Yours.
Well, no, he's done his thing for this round.
Oh, it's the next round. The other guy moved his archers.
No, you do all the orders you have in one round.
Yes, but James moves independently of me.
But he gets 10 rounds of he gets 5 rounds of stuff to do in one round.
Yeah.
He's already done it.
Well, he did that last time.
No, we had 1 round of combat. And the
Okay,
second
let
round,
me explain it, please. I did my lesser action. I did it, and it's already been resolved. It is the next turn. I still need to do my thing, and it goes before the commander. Those are the rules.
Right. But I believe we're on the third battle round.
Yes.
You did your lesser action in the second battle round, because that's when you joined in.
And now it's the third battle round, so my turn.
Should have done it before he did anything then.
That's why I'm supposed to do things before the commander even gets to do things. On both sides. Before the commander issues order, any character on either side...
Yes, I understand that, Xavier. I'm just noting down which round I've decided we're in now. We're going to do this correctly from now on, okay?
Okay. Too much confusion on both sides.
Okay, so we'll just say you did this before Vlad did any of his orders, okay?
Okay. I'm just going to keep wailing on these guys until I can get their health down even further.
Okay, so roll 10 attacks, please. Alright, there you go. Right.
James is just going full Dynasty Warriors on these fools.
So, James did his thing. You ordered your unit to attack. I ordered the guys to charge. They didn't do anything. So, and then you ordered your infantry to attack again.
It's your turn.
It's my order again. Yep. Right. So, I really wish we could beat these guys in. It's really messy. Oh, and the headset's just died, which is brilliant. Right, so what's going to happen is these guys are going to attack the archers.
Doing yes to roll.
Oh,
What?
fucking... Yeah. Yep. They do it.
Nothing happens because they only have.
Yeah. So your order again.
James goes first.
Matt.
And another 10 rounds, and another
No. The way I understand it, it's player actions, then the orders, and the second player actions, and that's it. And that happens in one battle round.
Right.
All the orders happen in one battle round. So it should be James, in this one, should have been you doing your actions, James orders, the enemy orders, James orders, enemy orders, James orders, next combat round. Sorry, I meant Eric orders. Then it's James, Eric, enemy, Eric, enemy, Eric.
Okay, I'm going to order my infantry to attack these guys.
Alright.
Roll warfare.
Okay.
14.
So this is the fails.
How so?
Because it's still the same round. This is the third order you've given them.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
That was your third order.
Yep.
You got one more order.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, I can just give them a. They can just do the standing order, and that's the test for that, which is attacking these guys. If I fail.
No. The archers can't do anything at the moment because you ordered them to shoot against those guys, but they can't do that anymore because they're in combat with two other guys. Well, no, I could check. No, they're going to attack anyway. They get to do that as a standing order, but you could have ordered them to retreat or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna order my archers to pull back.
Okay, so a retreat. Call for an order to retreat on a critical failure unit routes in addition to taking no action. So they haven't had any orders this round, but their target number is... Yeah, their target number is 12.
16.
So...
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Wait in the battlefield for rounds until it receives a new order. Yep. Okay, so then we restart the battle. It's a new battle, or standing orders, but which means these two who did not get ordered to do anything do their attacks. I think that's what happens when a charge standing order. Once order charge unit can to attack adjacent enemy units each round. So this one's going to attack these guys. They've only got 2D. -1 because of dimness. Definitely not. Second one, definitely not. Okay, so then we go back to the new battle order. Roll your warfare for your initiative. So what happens when you get a tie?
I guess the guy with the higher warfare wins. Oh wait.
Paper cards from the highest. In case of a tie with the highest rank in warfare and bonus dice and strategy goes first.
I have 4.
Yep, he's got 3, so I'll just put him as 12 then. Alright. So, James.
Alright, time for more killing. I'm still going to get these guys, but now I think this is about to be 30. So here are my 10 rolls. That's 10.
Okay.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna order these guys to attack.
Who? Okay, who are you attacking? Well, just been reading attack. Once ordered to attack unit, continue to attack adjacent enemy units each battle round if using fighting weapons or against close enemy units using marksman weapons. So if you just leave them, they'll attack these 2 units.
Attack. I'm gonna order my archers to fire at these guys.
Okay. So that requires a 9.
And that's 2.
Sorry?
It's 2d6.
Yep.
12.
Beats it. They've only got a defense of 11. So they do a grand total of 5 damage. Take away 1's 4. That's that one. So, yeah, you butcher a bunch of them.
Okay, that's my orders.
He is going to order this unit to attack, charge the archers. So, which they don't do. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, just the plague and try and do the same thing next time, so.
Okay. And you're not gonna? Are you gonna make any other orders?
Since these
Remember
guys.
that this unit here is also round about here as well.
I'm gonna. Can these guys make another attack, or is that just gonna resolve in standing orders?
they'll attack any units adjacent to them, which are basically those two because they've charged them.
Okay, I'm gonna make another marksman attack on these guys.
Okay, so that's 12 you need. And then you need to beat an 11 on 2d6.
Miss.
Alright. Then he's going to try and order the other unit, this one, that was supposed to be here to charge your archers. Which they do. Move, you piece of shit. Well, whatever. So they've charged in, don't get to do anything, but they've stopped you from shooting.
My turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna order these guys to attack here.
Alright.
14. Does that succeed?
Awesome.
And they miss.
Nope. Yep. Okay, so he then orders. You sort of realise that so Tavion's doing more damage than the enemy unit, so he orders this unit here to attack Tavion.
They're actually going to try and attack me.
Unit deals more damage on a successful hit. When the unit attacks an individual character, gains 2d on its fighting or marksmanship tests.
Well, let's see it.
So, first they've got to do it. They need to get 12.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
That's warfare, not fighting.
That's not the hit, that's them following the orders.
Oh, okay.
So, their fighting is 4. No, it isn't 4. It is 2 plus 2, so they get 46.
Well, good news. 1 degree. Exactly 1 degree.
So, their weapons do about 3 damage.
Yeah, no. Breastplate, that's armor rating of 5.
So they try and kill you, and some get behind you and manage to hit you in the back of the legs or whatever, and basically your arm just shrugs off and makes damage.
Is it my
Just
turn?
This is your 4th order, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna order these guys to attack these guys.
Okay. This is the 2nd time you've done that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you need to get a 9. There you go.
Miss. And that's it.
Yep. Okay, so
Top of the row.
standing orders. So you've ordered them to do something. You've ordered them to do something. So these guys get to attack the unit. That's the only adjacent one for them. So they roll 2d6. No. Your defense is 12. That unit.
Do my units get to attack the adjacent unit?
No, because you gave them orders.
Okay.
Alright, so now we do the warfare initiative again. I got a 6, you got a 13. Stop rolling, 13. So, James.
How much HP has this group lost?
Oh, well, you've killed about, 20? 30?
40. Last turn would have been 40.
Yeah, so you killed about 40 of them.
So that's 4 health. And since they have 6, all I gotta do is do 2 more.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't have to tell you anything because it's dark and there's lots of them.
You know, I'm just imagining James just a pile of half-mangled men behind him.
I'm just imagining this. He's recreating the episode of Berserk where Guts butchers 100 men by himself. There's blood and guts everywhere.
So I wish to do it again.
Go for it. Why does Roll20 love you?
Look, I have 5 bonus die in my chosen weapon. I roll 10d6k5.
But that doesn't change the fact that you keep getting averages on most other things. Me, I'll try and roll something like that. I'd get consecutive ones on everything because Roll20 fucking hates
That's
it.
because I got good rolls when I'm rolling like this. I know my character.
You tried Roll20, just admit it. You've sacrificed the virgin.
I do no such thing. Gary Gygax, blessed be his name, does not condone human sacrifices. He does condone, however, the sacrifice of bad dice.
So I'm gonna have these guys attack them.
Why don't you just leave it?
Oh yeah, I don't have to. Well, since these guys are like right behind me, I don't know if I could retreat anymore.
Yeah, technically, you'd probably pull off the battlefield because I'd say it's dark, trees in the way. You could.
Could I retreat this way? So where are these guys next? Are they like here and here?
Oh, sorry, no, that was a fighting withdrawal. Retreats to completely go off of that. So I did a fighting withdrawal. You can do another one if you want.
Okay, I'll do a fighting withdrawal.
So you make the warfare tests.
That's not right. Oh! Fail. I got all ones.
Oh shit! That's critical failure, isn't it?
There's no critical failure on war.
Yeah, there is. The test is a critical failure. The unit becomes disorganized in addition to the unit taking no action. So warfare.
Which one? No. God. Oh, no.
Anytime a commander, the difficulty of test unit is playing modified based on order given. So, what's a critical failure then?
I don't think there is one. I think I just fail.
No, finally, critical failure on a test indicates units take action that doesn't follow standing orders.
So I don't think anything happens.
Yeah, but no. I need to know what a critical failure is because
There is none in warfare.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't be writing it down in the book if there wasn't one. So it must
What page are you on?
Well, critical failures are mentioned on page 177, and the one I need to know about is on page 186 under fighting withdrawal. So I'm just going to look at abilities and specialities. That must be in there. Basics.
A critical failure on a test indicates units take no action and doesn't follow standing orders. That's what it does.
So,
What you're thinking of is the critical fumble table for personal combat.
So how do I know if they got critical failure then?
All ones, which he did get.
Okay.
He
then.
rolled 6, he's
So,
got 4 1.
The units
That's a
become
critical
disorganized.
failure.
Where's that?
The test fighting withdrawal. If the test is of critical failure, your unit becomes disorganized in addition to taking no action.
Okay.
So you get -1d on all your tests, and the discipline difficulty is increased by +3.
Reorganize them when you get a chance.
Okay.
Was that regroup? No.
Okay, it's his turn.
Oh, organise, there we go. Okay, yeah, so he is going to order this unit to regroup.
They don't need to regroup, they haven't gotten minus. They haven't lost.
They've got 1 out of 6 health.
Yeah, but they have to get to 0 health before they need to be regrouped.
Successful order
Well, no.
remove 1 point of damage done to the unit per degree of success. Doesn't have to be on 0, you can do it at any point.
Right.
But he fails. So
Okay.
don't do anything.
I'm gonna reorganize this unit. My archers.
What? Oh, you mean organise this?
Yeah.
Taking us tested, so unit. What is it? The archers.
Yeah.
So technically, it's the second order you've given them. So you need to beat a 15.
Oh, I fail. Okay.
Failure organised does nothing until receiving a new order. The increase to dismiss remains even after the unit is reorganised and increases. Okay, so his order again. He's going to try and reorganise that. It's going to jump up to 15, but we need to try. Doesn't work. You'll go again.
Okay, I'm gonna try and reorganize organize. You know, this is really nice. Is his turn.
Okay, so he's got 1 more order. Fuck it. It's going to order one of the units in front of you to go attack the infantry. Oh shit. Okay, so fuck it.
Miss.
Yep, so it fails. Right, so new battle order, initiative.
Don't these guys have standing orders?
Oh yeah, they do. So attack each of those units.
On the.
So that's. Oh, okay. Oh shit! You hit both of them. Well, the one that Tavian's fighting now on 0 and is disorganised, and I think you've just wiped out the one in front of you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm about to rout these mofos.
The one Tavian's fighting is 2 degrees, so that's how much damage is that?
What's the base damage of that unit?
4.
So 8.
Sorry, what?
Damage is multiplied by degrees of success. If they do
Oh, yeah.
2 degrees of success, 4 times 2.
Take away 1 is 7. So they become a mob and a rout. Both of those become mobs and routed. Which means change to a mob. At the end of the attacking player's turn, the mob sprints away from the attacking unit. Take it beyond the scope of the routed unit, takes damage, destroys.
Guess what I'm about to do?
So, warfare again. 11.
He got 17. Okay. And guess what his first 2 orders are fucking to do, and that's to rally those ones running away. So mounted discipline. So he needs to get 15 to rally this unit. Nope. So
That's a brick.
Buggering off. And the other one also needs a 15. They continue buggering off.
I'm gonna order my infantry to charge these guys. Actually, that doesn't make any sense because my archers are kinda. I'm ordering them to charge these guys who clearly.
So
I'm gonna take these guys out. Don't worry.
charge them. So you need to beat a 6.
He got a 17.
Straight in.
Wait, is there a flanking bonus since I'm hitting them from the rear?
Let me look at facing. He's facing. When a unit attacks another unit's flank or side, the attacking unit gets +1 bonus dice in its fighting test.
So that's 3d6. Because minus 2 and +1. Still missed though. So is that the James's turn, I guess?
I'm about to go over here, and I'm about to destroy me a fucking.
Okay, so yeah, you charge after him.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna kill 10 more of them and cause them to be destroyed.
Remember, you get -1 to your attack rolls. You get +2 to damage, which doesn't really matter. Okay, so you destroy them entirely.
I just killed 100 men.
Yeah. Hello?
I'm gonna.
I'll bring it in a bit. Okay, so yeah.
They were a gorilla, right?
Yeah, bandits. Okay, so that unit's gone. But because I can still move it, this one I can move. I'm going to shift it over here to look at this unit. Oh, you son of a bitch. You legitimate son of a bitch. Why did you just do this? God. Alright. So it's now his turn. So he's going to order this unit to basically do a facing turn. Which I believe is wheel. Oh god, where it's going to go wrong. No, he does it. Excellent. So don't get your bonus dice anymore.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reorganize these archers. And I don't. Why can't I reorganize these fucking archers?
Well, you can try again.
Oh, right, I can.
That would jump it up to 15.
They're reorganized.
Reorganize, yay!
I'm gonna order them to attack these guys.
So, it'd be a 15. Nice.
So that's 2d6.
Hmm?
2d6, right?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just check the...
Weren't they disorganized, so that's minus 1d6.
For what?
Never mind.
Well, they're not disorganised anymore.
Okay.
So they only got the -2 from the visibility.
12.
Nats. Beautiful.
So that's 5 minus 1 damage. So 4. So they are routed. No, they're disorganised because they've hit 0. Hold on, let me just read what it says there. So, disorganised with 0 health, when it comes around, it takes damage while disorganised. So it's disorganised at the moment. So it is now. Was that your 4th order?
Yeah, it's my 4th order.
So he's done all his orders. So it's now standing orders, which they can't do much. They continue buggering off. So we're here. Yep.
Don't these guys have standing orders to attack?
You ordered them to attack.
Alright.
They pick one unit that has not acted yet nor received orders for the round and resolve any orders that stood from the previous round.
Yeah, all my units have acted, so next round.
Okay, so Warfare Initiative.
Eric goes first, but that means I go first. Which of these units is disorganized, or both?
Only one of them is this one.
This one's disorganised, that one's routing, but I don't think you'll reach them in time.
Oh, these guys are routing over here?
No, these ones. At the north of the board. They're routing. These guys are still fully organised. These ones are disorganised.
I mean, you could always go bludgeon the commando.
Oh, right. I'm actually going to go over to the commander and charge him.
Yeah.
I get a my eye, and I give out my war cry as I go charging over to the commander.
Distances are supposed to be different in this because movement for these guys is like 40 yards.
Yeah, well, I have a horse.
So we'll say you get there, but I'll give you. We'll resolve this as like 4 rounds of combat, okay?
No. All right. So I think you might want to put us on a different screen so that I can properly trounce this.
Okay, so first combat there. Alright. So, first thing you notice about this guy, he's wearing full plate. Well, no, he's not wearing full plate. He's wearing sort of like half plate. And could you make a notice check, please, as you're charging in?
10.
I will give you that. He has a which family have I picked? Oh God! Hold on, I've just got to look through my notes. You see that his surcoat has got there's a red field with a black hunting horn on it. Do you have tawny?
I only have status, but I might be able to figure this out just with my status alone.
Yeah. Sorry.
12.
Yeah, okay. House Goodbrother, one of the House Goodbrothers from the Iron Islands.
I shout at him, "Man of good brother, this place will be your grave if you do not surrender."
So you're both on horses, aren't you?
Yep, but I don't really need my horse, so I just slap its butt to make it go.
So you ever watch the God, what's the film? The Robin Hood film with the guy who was the main character from Gladiator. Name escapes.
You mean the one with Morgan Freeman?
No.
One with Mel Brooks.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
No.
No, I mean, what's his name?
Guy who plays Maximus in Gladiator.
My name is Marcus Aurelius Decimus.
Yeah. He does a Robin Hood film. Have you seen that one?
I believe I have.
Well, there's a scene where Little John, they're riding into the village on horseback with all the barons, and Little John basically is riding, and he just sort of fucking like steps off the horse while it's at full gallop and sort of knocks someone over, and then starts beating the shit out of people with his poleaxe.
This is pretty much the same thing, just with a great sword instead of a pole.
Yep.
But I just stare into this guy's soul with my eyes. I just stare at him, waiting for his response to my surrender.
He just turns his horse around and starts heading towards you.
$14. I'm going first.
Yeah.
Does he have a shield?
Yep.
I'm going to, instead of killing him outright, I'm going to play with my food this time. First, I'm going to break his shield. I'm going to make an attack against his shield, which normally has a combat defense of 12. Against a 25, that's 3 degrees. I'm pretty sure I just broke his shield.
So, yeah, it's breaking, isn't it?
Yep,
Or smash?
it's a smash. Let's see. It says here, most objects tend to be formidable 12, but can be routine 6 or automatic.
Your opponent's weapon for themselves as normal attack against your foe's combat defense of the weapon's difficulty, whichever's greater. Difficulty?
So either his combat defense or the 12 of most objects, which is greater.
His combat defense is 9.
So yeah, we go with the 12. 25 minus 12 is 13. That's 3 degrees of success. That's how many sixes? That's 3 sixes. Since I'm not attacking him, the criticals don't count against him, but his shield is broken.
Reduce difficulty, weapons damage multiplied. So, how much damage did you do again?
30.
Yeah, you fucking shatter his shield. So he retaliates.
+1 for not being on horseback.
I'm too big for that, man.
I made a house rule up because house rule that massive characters, because of their size, they're not as a disadvantage as normal sized people against men on horseback. I would still apply it if he was riding a derrister, but
He's not rich enough for that. He's probably riding a Rouncy, which is the horse of hedge knights. So yeah, let's see him. What does he do?
He hits you with his sword.
I parry it out of the way, disgusted.
Okay. Note to self: shoot the shit out of you with crossbows from now on.
You might not even be able to do it with that. People have
Ballista. I'll get a ballista.
not even that. You might not even hit me with that, man.
Anyway.
But yes, I'm going to now attack him because I'm thoroughly disgusted with the attack he just put on.
Well, you could attack his horse.
That's dishonorable. My character is honor bound. So I'm going to attack him and him exclusively, and I'm taking his horse after. 26, 3 degrees of success. That's 3 6s. He takes 1 injury that does not reduce damage.
So he suffers an injury.
Wait, you said his combat defense was 9?
Well, it's 7 now. You fucking
Oh, that's 4 degrees, so that's 40 damage. Oh, shit.
So he takes a wound. Okay, so his turn.
He does hit. How much damage? Because that's only 1 degree.
Rid of a dice, which would have been one of the 6s, so he only got a 11. No.
Oh, never mind.
Oh no, it already does the -1. Oh, -1 from the injuries. So.
Plus a wound.
It already did that for the wound because it already dropped one.
Huh.
So no.
Hits.
So 1 degree success. He does hit. How much damage does he do per degree?
He's using it two-handed. So that's what. Hold on. Combat, bastard swords. Athletics +1, adaptable means he gets +1 damage. So athletics +2. So he does 6 damage.
Exactly 1 point of health has been dropped, and I will regain that after I finish this combat. I just look at him with massive amounts of disappointment.
Just remind the DM knights can yield.
Is this guy a knight? Because he's from the Iron Islands. They don't really have knights. There are a few that follow the faith of the Seven, but...
Well, actually, anybody can yield.
Yeah, anyone can yield. But remember that, they're considered pussies if they do that. What's dead cannot die, so shit like that. He's not answering you, he's keeping quiet. So your turn?
Xavier, it's your turn.
I know. I wonder... I'm going to disarm him.
Okay.
I'm going to make a fighting test against his passive fighting, and if it beats that, then he's disarmed. Since both my hands are busy, I cannot catch his... 24.
His passive fighting includes his bone. Does it include his bonus dice or just his passive?
No.
Okay, yeah, you beat it.
I put my sword to his throat and say, "You're my prisoner now. Be lucky that I'm not going to kill you."
Okay.
Now tell your troops to surrender.
I'm just trying to find something here. Okay, so what he does is he's going to try and distract you. So, cunning test against your opponent's passive willpower. So what's your passive willpower?
My passive will should be 9. Let me double check. Oh no, my will is only 2. I forgot to upgrade that. Huh.
So is it 2 or 3?
It's only 2, so he has to beat a 6. Do you think I'm that dumb, you piece of shit?
What he does is he starts turning towards his troops as if to say, and then he throws some dirt or whatever he had in his hand towards your face. You sort of spot him do it. And you notice while he was doing that, he also drawn a dagger in his other hand.
I'm just going to disarm him again.
Okay.
22.
Oh shit! I forgot to roll his attack. Because distract's a lesser action, he could attack as well.
Sure, let him attack. Let's see it.
No worry, it's going to do fuck all. Dagger. 5,
No, I just disarm him. I disarm him and just ask, do you really think I'm that stupid? Do it. No!
Okay, it needs to make an intimidate.
Do I get a bonus?
Yeah, because you're just beating the ever-living shit out of him without breaking a sweat.
7.
Against his passive willpower, which is 8. So, sorry, nope.
Oh, not even with the bonus?
Oh, yeah, forgot the bonus. Bonus, I'll give you a 2. So, yeah, he basically goes, for fuck's sake. And he gets on his knees. He gets on his knees and takes his helmet off.
Thankfully, my character always carries some rope with him, so he binds him. After he does that, James says, "Tell your men to surrender now."
He does shout that, which is... what was it? So he does a warfare test. Oh, so so we go back to the warfare screen. So it was your turn for orders, wasn't it, Vlad?
It was the top of the round.
So yeah.
I'm gonna order my archers to shoot at these guys.
The ones fighting or the ones that aren't doing anything?
These guys.
Okay, so you need to beat a 9. Okay, go for it.
Hit.
Nice. So you do 4 damage to them. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna order these guys to attack these.
What, your infantry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go for it.
Miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna order them to attack again.
Hold on, no. 'Cause remember, you go between each person.
Okay.
So between your archers firing and your infantry attacking, he gives the order to surrender. Any bonuses or minuses from that? No. Okay, so they may ignore him.
I mean, if he fails, then they rout.
No.
On a failed test, that unit routs.
Call for a general surrender your forces. You must test warfare for each of your active units on failed testing. Okay, yep. Weird, whatever. So, first unit, routes. Second unit, routes. So, yeah, they both run away.
Can I try and kill them while they're running away?
It is dishonorable to do so after the general has given his formal surrender.
Yeah, Elwick is honorable enough to not do that.
These are criminals, so.
Oh, right, they are criminals. They don't deserve honor. Yeah,
Come on, man. He just called for a surrender.
Well, well, I'm gonna determine, would the men, if Elwick told them not to kill him, they did just burn down the village.
I would say.
Well, here's the thing.
Stand down.
James is going to yell out, "He's noble! He's noble!"
Fine, Elwick says, fine. Elwick orders his men to stand down.
Okay, make a warfare test.
You don't have to do that. All you gotta tell him stand down.
No, I'm saying he has to because these guys have basically been giving them living hell and tried to murder their friends. So the infantry doesn't do anything. Now for the archers, please. Yeah, they shoot them. Shoot these guys. No, they shoot the ones they were shooting before. So could you roll to attack, please?
Do they get minus to defense because they're running away?
Count as a mob. Which, HC formation 199. Okay, well, we've cocked that up. Mob formation, whenever unit mounts, mob formation 3. So, -5 defense, yeah. So, you only need to beat 6.
That is 1 degree success, so that is...
That is 10 damage, takeaway 1 is 9. So that's, yeah, they slaughter them.
It looks like, what? They surrendered!
Sergeant turns round and all the others sort of look at each other and go, "Sorry, my lord, we didn't hear what you said. You know, it's noisy on the battlefield."
Elwick's
Just let it slide. Just let it slide.
Elwick's like, yeah, I guess it is quite noisy. Yeah, well, next time, pay more attention.
Sorry, my lord. They don't really look sorry. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. You just defeated a bunch of buggers.
Do we have to do casualties?
Sorry?
Casualties.
I don't think you suffered any, to be perfect.
Well, you still have to roll.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's a training thing.
You lost men to endure desertion. So for each unit, roll a d6 and compare the results to the 10-6 survivors. So we'll do your infantry first.
They didn't have any damage, so they're intact. So roll me a d6.
Can we get rid of... Just a question. Can we get rid of the one that where you lose units if your units didn't suffer any damage? It makes absolutely no sense.
What?
They lose...
Yeah, because of that one,
They get
we
minus
just
2 to that training.
we just turned. They didn't take any damage at all, and now they're green.
can I use a destiny point to reroll that?
Well, what that could represent is, although they didn't take any damage, their sergeants may have been killed and the more senior soldiers. Not enough to destroy them.
Again, no damage.
Well, yeah, but there's no damage, and then there's, you know, in battles, people always get injured.
Can I use a destiny point? Can I use a destiny point to reroll that?
Yes, I will allow you to do that.
That's 4, so they're intact.
Okay, yeah, fine. So remove all damage and penalty dice from the unit. So commander that won a battle gains glory for his or her house. Amount of glory depends on the number of units facing defeated and showing them 5/10 glory. So you defeated.
Don't we still have to do the archers?
Well, technically we're supposed to do glory first.
Sorry.
So you defeated.
Is that number 2 to 1?
Circumstances defeated three or fewer units, so 3 to 6 units. You got 2 for that. You're outnumbered 2 to 1, so you got 4 glory.
Okay.
Glory can be used to upgrade things, among other things. I'll tell you about.
In addition to the effects of warfare, the acquisition, loss of valuable resources, victorious commander gain land resources and conquer territory. So that's not really going to apply. Capture commanders and heroes. It's fine. Okay, and archers.
They're good.
Yeah, they're fine. So now I've got to do my ones. So we've got.
However, most of them were routed and they got disorganized a few times. So even if you were to roll high, either they lose all their training and they become destroyed, or they're already destroyed outright. I don't care what you roll, man.
Destroyed, and the rest are all routed. Okay, so we'll do the. So, training result alone is destroyed again from casualties. Okay. So, this is the destroyed one. Yeah, so it's completely destroyed. So, okay, and we'll do the routed ones because it's important for later.
They were routed, but they were routed a few times. They lose a trading, but they were already greed, so they're destroyed.
Well, no, destroyed unit's been completely wiped out because it's got 5.
No, but if they reduce the training all the way that they have no training at
Well, I
all,
got
then
5 on routed, which means they're fine.
on routed,
Yeah.
did you take into account how many times they were
Their condition at the end of the battle. They were routed at the end of the battle, so they're fine.
No, I'm asking.
No, they were routed at the end of the battle.
Their condition at the end of the battle. No, it doesn't matter how many times they got disorganized or anything.
It does.
No, it
Subtract 1 for each time the unit was disorganized after the first time it was. Look
Where?
on table 10.6 underneath page 189. I know I sound like a dick, but I know what I'm talking
Subtract
about.
1 for each time. So that's on the disorganized chart.
Yeah.
That's just applying for disorganized.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my.
Okay.
That is very much my bad.
Okay, so the other 2. So destroyed and destroyed.
So only one of them are still around. Nice.
Yeah, one of them made a run, got away. Probably this one over here. Another one that's still on this thing. So,
How many men did I kill?
I think like 100.
probably about 100. You probably didn't kill all of them. Most of them you probably just, knocked out and injured.
Dude, my weapon is vicious, and with the amount of damage.
It's the number of them. You were swinging probably big swings. Either way, you defeated an entire unit by yourself. Not near enough.
I'm just going to list the kill count as 1 unit.
Okay, so we'll leave that now. We'll end the session here. As you're capturing what's left of the living prisoners, dispatching those that are too far gone to save, congratulating your men. To the whole.
So what's this battle called?
I think the victors get to decide what it's called.
Okay.
The only major feature nearby is your lumber yard.
It is the battle of the lumberyard.
You could call it the ambush at the lumberyard, of which you won against you being ambushed, which is technically what happened.
It would bring even more glory too. Get ambushed in our home territory, no less, and we still win.
Elric is a pretty good commander.
The ambush at the Ramsgate lumberyard.
It's like James just waddles up to you and say, "My lord, your
so you're the man who. You fight just the way my father said you do, like a man.
All right, so
I guess we get back to Ramsgate.
yeah, you march back. You start marching back to Ramsgate.
So, do you mind if I collect a ransom, my lord?"
I mean, I think.
How's good, brother?
I think that should be the lord up to the Lord.
That's fair. But I was the one who captured it.
Yeah.
Besides, he's from House Good, brother. They may be from the Iron Islands, but I do know one thing. They most certainly have at least a little bit of cash.
Yes, but let us get home first.
All right. Did you know that there are 3 cadet branches of House Good?
I did not.
There's Krausby Keep, Corpse Lake, and good brother of, I want to say Down Delving? I always mispronounce the name. Hey, good brother. What's the last?
Your mother.
Yes, my mother was a whore, yada yada.
I guess we get back to the keep.
Nothing to feel upset about. Your mother was good.
Elric, so what did we do with all the dead? Elric had the men, by the way, strip all the bodies of all the stuff.
Yeah.
Take the corpses, put them into a large pile, gather as many dry sticks as you can, no using the log lumberyard, and form a funeral pyre.
You
Burn their
woods. That could actually start forest fire.
Oh. Well then, just get a bunch of shovels and dig a mass grave. Plant some flowers.
Elric says we could always just leave them for the wolves.
Then we'll have a wolf problem, my lord. Please, allow me to have a few men dig a big enough pit so that we can throw all their corpses in there. Maybe we'll put flowers over it.
I mean, we could always throw them in the sea, throw the corpses in the sea.
That would be giving them the respect that they would want in...
Right, John Gods. Elric's like, yes, just dig a hole and throw them in it. Plant some daisies or something.
Tell me,
most likely the
brother.
animals are going to get to them, but... Anyway, so you start doing that, and that's where we're going to leave the session.
Okay.
On a good note, you wanna skirmish.
We won a skirmish, I killed plenty of people, I even got myself a unit kill, and we got our own prisoner who's apparently of noble blood.
And Elric did not get the entire army wiped out.